What did you
Whoa.
say?
No, well, see, use and abuse me.
Okay. I want to make sure I got that part when we went live. So now it's live, and now that's there. On the live
Now it's the
stream.
first 3 seconds.
Maybe I
of
should
the
change my
Justin-
name to Just Use and Abuse Me.
Sir.
Because he wants to be
Make a
public
tweet?
domain, ladies and gentlemen. I have the tweet. I just got to send it.
Send it out,
Yeah.
my guy.
Working on it. Listen, I was more interested in going live so people could hear Justin say that he wanted to be used and abused. All right.
Listen, don't we all, to some extent? You know,
I have priorities.
To some extent.
that's why Katie's subliminally wearing that shirt. Let me in. It's the same message. It's literally the same message.
Oh, he just called you out.
I mean, fair enough.
Or let me enter. Should that
Honestly,
be the...
though, I
No.
So I saw the tweets earlier where it was like the character and their weakness, and
Mhm.
like somebody put CM Punk and Broken Glass because they're so fucking clever, and then somebody put Nikita Lyons, and then like scan of like a fucked up knee. I almost
Disrespectful.
posted a picture of you and then a picture of Rhea Ripley.
I mean, it would have been factual, so that's fair. But like, how dare you?
Actual and actual. Hey, que
Actual,
paso, way?
Look at this, Vince. Juss is here to fill in for you, just like you fill him in on Wednesdays.
That's right. Come on. Come
After
on.
all of the Asians decided they didn't want to do Getcho Podcast anymore, so it became a mostly Latino show.
I can't deny. I played the fifth. Rest in peace. Shout out, kind of.
When was the last time you talked to Charlie? When was the last time Kyle let him out of his basement so you could say hi?
Oh man. I
Probably
think
been a while.
3 weeks ago. Well, not through text. If we're talking like physical. Hey,
Yeah, no,
Ivan. ¿Qué pasó?
Keep it through text.
Oh, well, text like every other day. But through phone, hearing his voice and the real like air lungs through my ears. Probably 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I can't believe
So-
Kyle let him out of his basement that quick. That's crazy.
I mean, I had to ask, like, you know, and I had to pay. And I had to
Fair,
rub his
yeah.
thighs. I had to rub his thighs to get that. It's a lot.
Well, that's
to do,
not.
you know?
I mean, listen. Who doesn't want to rub those thighs?
It's a lot to do. You know.
If you don't want to rub Kyle's thighs, raise your hand.
I mean, that's just weird for me because that's weird.
I love how you both like delayed raising your hand. You both.
I was like-
I want to see. Yeah, ladies first. You know, and then I come right behind. Right behind there. I come right behind. No Diddy.
What's
All right,
happening?
so on that note, we're gonna. No, we still got 3 minutes before I got to run the intro.
Yeah, we got time. Take
I don't know.
it easy.
I'm used to Vince getting here like as the show starts.
Well, this is not Vince.
No, this is Asian
This
Vince.
is
He's on
a
time.
connection of Vince. A connection.
A part of Vince.
It's weird though, because Filipinos have their own time, just like I'm sure a lot of other ethnicities do. So coming early is, is not usually the thing.
This is a no pause podcast. I have to
No
keep telling
pause
people
podcast.
that no pause.
It's a no pause.
podcast.
Okay.
No, you just say it. There's no pause afterwards. No.
Say it with
okay.
your chest.
Say
So
what you say
coming
with your chest.
early is not usual for me.
There you go.
Good. I'm happy for Shar.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad for people's forehead.
Katie, what was
Yo.
that thing I had you write down last night?
What?
There was something I said that I had you write
Whoa.
down,
Whoa.
and I told you I'm going to try and work it into the show.
Never.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I'm just responding.
That's crazy.
didn't
'cause
write it
I don't
down,
think
did
actually,
you?
I didn't write it down. In my defense, I was very tired yesterday.
Listen, I can understand if you're twerking at Wale Mania and now you're
Whoa.
just feeling it now. Listen,
Wow.
it takes time to recover from those things.
No.
Dom and JT told me, he's like, hey man, we are Wrestlemania. Isn't that your girl?
I
All
didn't
right, so
fucking see
Ivan-
them at all. They're
Twerking
lying.
in the middle of the. I was like, oh, that is
No,
her.
they're lying. I didn't even fucking see them. They're full of
They
shit.
were there. Well, because they were on stage.
Hold on. Pause. I know I said it's a no pause
No
podcast,
pause.
but I'm just pausing. No, we're pausing the conversation because
Oh,
Ivan's here. I got to talk to Ivan. Ivan, I would love to come on the Circle of Debate show. You mentioned something about me joining the network. We've had many discussions. I am Creation World. I don't make those kind of decisions. I can't just jump to a new network, join a network, things like that. Though I do appreciate the invite. That is discussions that need to be made through Travis. Me and Tim talked about it a while back. But if I can work out in my schedule and your schedule, because I work pretty much every time you guys are doing a goddamn show, how to be on the show, we will figure that out. And I would love to come on and circle jerk and debate with you. Like, that sounds like fun.
Yep. It's funny though, because like for circle jerking like that, like each one particularly needs different lotion.
And why is that?
It's preference. Some people don't want fragrance. Some people want fragrance. Some people want petroleum jelly. Some people don't want petroleum jelly. They want cream base. They want non-alcohol base.
I'm a Jergens guy.
Okay.
No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to Smack It Raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on places where you can find people having sex on the internet. The Smackin It Raw podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-hosts today. She is host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of In the Crowd, Getting Off and Story Time with Ms. Katie Kinsey Bay.
Hey.
And he is host of the Getcho Podcast, the Lechon Diaries with our girl Jissy, and 1/4 of the Marks with Mikes. It's your boy Juss.
Yo, we here. We're live. Let's do this. Let's do each other. Who's going first?
Well,
y'all have fun.
Before we do each other, we have a few things we like to talk about. Like, got to get the foreplay out of the way. I know you're filling in for Vince, but don't be like Vince.
Don't be Vince.
All right, foreplay is important.
I like foreplay.
Okay, good. First and foremost, I need to let everyone know at the beginning of the show that Creation World, the banner under which the Smackin It Raw podcast exists, is doing a giveaway. I am thrilled to announce a special giveaway to spice up your day. Get ready to dive into the fun and win big. Here's what's up for grabs. A D&D campaign case, Creatures. How to enter? Follow us on Twitter at It's Creation World, ITSCREATIA World, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Creation World. Like and retweet the post over at It's Creation World with a screenshot of your subscription on YouTube and tell us the name of your favorite mythical creature. If you tag 3 people, you get an extra entry into the drawing. Winners will be announced this upcoming Friday, not yesterday, this upcoming Friday, on the Creation Conversation. Good luck to everyone. And I have a little picture of the flyer that I just read to you with the picture of the campaign case. So we're going to do that now.
Okay. Maybe.
Hold on. Listen, I got everything's changed. Everything's different now. I got a whole new screen over here I got to get used to.
We get it, Mr. Two Monitors. Take it easy.
I'm just saying. So, if you guys are interested in getting into, so like Travis loves two things: sex dungeons and dragon dick, right? And the closest thing he can get to sex dungeons and dragon dick is D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. And he wants you guys, whether you're already into D&D or you're looking to get into D&D, he wants to help get people into D&D and enjoy the fun that he has with sex dungeons and dragon dicks. So to do that, he is giving away a D&D campaign case. So if you're interested in either starting your D&D journey, or if you're in it and this is something you want to add to your collection, we have a giveaway for you as long as you are in the United States. We will deliver it to you, no cost, no charge to you. You just enter, you win, we send it your way. You get in on the D&D train. You ride that train all the way to completion. It's going to be a good time. Also, I want to thank everyone who's watching us, whether you're watching us over at twitch.tv/creationworld, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you can link it to your Twitch account and you get a free sub every month, ladies and gentlemen. That is one free sub every month from Amazon Prime. Here's how it works. You go on your computer, you link your accounts, and while you're on your computer, you go to your favorite podcaster, Twitch streamer, whatever you enjoy on Twitch, and you hit subscribe, and it asks you if you want to use your free sub, and you say, fuck yes, because it costs you nothing, and you support them. Now, of course, because you're watching my show, if you enjoy me, you love me, you want more of me, you should please subscribe to Creation World. But, you know, maybe you're looking for a little spice, maybe a little variety. So maybe one month you give it to us. The next month you give it to Katie. Katie likes getting it every other month. She's been accepting subs since 2005, and she's finally getting subs on Twitch. So please give it to Katie at least once a month, if not every other month or whenever available. She loves free subs. Maybe the She Lead Showcase and Smackin It Raw aren't your thing. Maybe you want to subscribe to something that has a little more spice, even though we give you nerdy news, we give you horror, and we give you, wrestling. Maybe you want more. Botch Spots and Chair Shots is available, ladies and gentlemen. Go there. And over at Botch Spots and Chair Shots, you get Off the Top Media. You get everything under Rivet City Radio when you subscribe to them. Go hook our friends up. You can, triangle us. You can give it to me 1 month, and we'll do another month, and then Katie do another month, and then back to me. I'm good with it. Just use that free sub and don't let it go to waste. If Twitch isn't your thing and you're a YouTube watcher, follower, fan, youtube.com/creationworld, where it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Just what does that do?
Brings the algorithm and finds new audience. Builds that.
No, he nailed it. Justin did fantastic, but the thing from Will Gray is boost the algorithm and helps find new listeners.
That it does. D&D trains, Will. D&D trains. Katie, why would I care so much about boosting the algorithm and finding new listeners?
Because you want to ride the D train.
The Tony D train, but why else?
Oh, because you're a whore, of course.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a whore for your likes, for your views, for your comment, for your motherfucking entertainment. I am here to entertain you with my body, with my mouth, with my voice, with every bit of me, and not just you. I want to entertain as many people as possible with every orifice I have to offer. So let your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your friends, your enemies, anyone you know who you're like, oh, this guy's kind of funny and he's cool and Katie's great and they have awesome guests like the Getcho Podcast. More people should check this out. Let them know so that they come and check us out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to boost the algorithm to help more people find how fucking awesome we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I also want to watch you flick the bean. I'd love to watch you do it, but even if you just do it without me watching, flick the bean, hit that notification bell, get notified every time we go live Monday through not Monday through Friday.
No.
Just Fridays for the Creation Conversation now at noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Every Saturday now at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, and every other Sunday, including tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern for Getting Off, where Katie and I will be breaking down the latest in horror, news and rumors, and I made Katie watch Night of the Demons. Yes, Juss.
I'm available for tomorrow.
Can you watch Night of the Demons before tomorrow?
Probably not. But for news and rumors, I can hop in.
I mean, you can come through, Juss, and just hang out tomorrow, and then we'll tell you all about Night of the Demons, and then maybe you'll
Let's
want to
go.
watch it.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay.
He said,
So
come
go
on.
check me, Katie, and Juss out tomorrow for news and rumors and Night of the Demons.
3 of the core 4.
3
That's
of the
right.
core 4. And with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, Katie, you're up.
That's me. Not a whole lot. Because like what I would do, like news and rumors for my show, we just do in like Smith and Swallows type stuff, like title changes and things like that on the shows we watch. One that what? Yes.
Are there any title changes in your news and rumors? We wouldn't normally cover on the show.
One, not your voodoo practice. That was not on there.
Okay.
I can throw that on there.
Throw that on there. I want to brag.
I believe it was Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Matthew Riddle for the
Hashtag Riddle over Riddle.
IWGP television title.
Yes, for the television title. Yes.
They got too many goddamn titles.
The ICUP
And
Not as much as
Caption
AEW.
Championship.
Not as much as AEW.
everybody got too many titles. Yes, all of that. And Matt thinks it's because
No. Matt doesn't think. Listen, correlation, ladies and gentlemen. I am given a Matt Riddle action figure. I do want to make it clear they didn't actually pay for the signature.
Hilarious.
My friend
That was hilarious.
signed it and told me that it was signed by Matt Riddle. However, I received a Matt Riddle action figure for my birthday, knowing full well how I feel about that motherfucker. So I went out and I burned that action figure in a fire, a bonfire, and then roasted marshmallows after we got all the plastic and the bad shit out of the fire over the same fire. And not but a few days later, right here in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois, Matt Riddle not only loses his championship, but then no-sells the finish like a jackass and may have lost his job.
Fingers crossed.
Because I'm on some voodoo shit, right? I burned that man's effigy, and now he's no longer champion and maybe out of the company because he just can't help but not fuck himself up. You were all for it, except you weren't there to watch. You were all about it when we talked about it. You were there when we had the discussion. You didn't say, no, don't do that to my Tennessee air, Allison. You were like, yeah, burn that motherfucker. Burn him at the stake. And we did.
He's a witch. Burn him.
Sorry, Katie. Go ahead.
That's okay. That's fine. Well, since we're on that, Jon Moxley defeats Naito to become the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. The Shield went a total of 5 days without any of them being a champion since 2020, which is crazy. 5 days.
Right? Isn't it wild?
So Jon Moxley is officially the ICUP Hungry Man Champion.
Yes.
Sweet. Good for him.
Yes.
Tommy!
Everybody's here. I didn't even put this on mine because we had a lot to talk about on She Elite. Akibono, the professional sumo wrestler, passed away this past week.
Aww.
I knew the name sounded familiar, so I had to do a little bit of research. He was in that sumo match with Big Show at Mania 21.
That was the thing that they did.
That was a thing they did. I remembered it after the fact, but yes. So I don't remember what day it was this week. It was a few days ago, but he sadly passed away. And the last thing that I have, because again, everything else happened in the shows, AEW decided to release their pay-per-view schedule for the rest of the year, in case people are interested and want to go to things. So Dynasty, of course, next Sunday, St. Louis. May 26th. I'll say if it's a Saturday because most of them are Sundays. May 26th in Vegas, Double or Nothing. June 30th in Long Island, New York, Forbidden Door number 3. August 25th in London, All In It, Bruv. Again. September 1st, All Out in Chicago, because, they didn't learn from last year not to do 2 back-to-back like that.
And we didn't ask for that anymore. We don't want that anymore. You can have that back. You send that somewhere else finally. No, we're good.
No, he's not going to. He's going to keep it there just for you. And then these last 3 are Saturdays. October 12th in Tacoma, Washington, Wrestle Dream. I fantasy booked kind of that this is where Dan O'Brien is going to retire because it's in Washington. And if I'm right, then I'm a witch. Newark, New Jersey, November 23rd, Full Gear. And then December 28th in Orlando, Florida, World's End.
So we're doing 12 pay-per-views.
And he's not getting my money for a lot of them because get a streaming service and we'll talk. And thank you, Allison. I tried my best.
What is the average price on AEW?
It's $50.
Is it like $50 mostly? It's like $50.
Yeah.
And he's doing one like a week apart.
Yeah, there's
like he can suck my dick with that.
There was like the one that the Wembley and then the other one All In. I think it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
All In It, bruv, and then not even a week later is fucking All Out. Fucking asshole. I hate him. Sheesh.
Exactly. Like we're not paying $50 a show. Like that's a lot of fucking money that AEW wants from me a year. That they're not giving me what I want to pay for it. We'll talk about that.
Correct.
Yeah. But now that's literally all I had.
I do have one thing I heard in Cody's press conference. I know that he was thinking about bringing back one of the titles.
What title?
I heard he was talking about having a custom championship designed after the Winged Eagle, which would be good, dope. I love
something like this, looking like this. Is that I think that's what he meant.
You just have that laying around. I don't think it's safe to just have that laying around the bodega like that.
Yeah, not the bodega. Come on, better have your.
It's behind the counter. Nearby. It's behind the counter. You know, I got the my security guard Henry. Como te chill. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear any of the press conference bullshit because I was sitting in traffic trying to get home or back to my Airbnb. So I didn't watch any of the press conferences.
There's nothing going on in the press conference as usual.
I mean, I watched
someone getting kicked out.
Well, yeah, that happened. I watched the press conference up until I got everyone out of the house and then continued to celebrate my birthday.
Yes, he did.
Also, I got some interesting news. I got news and rumors. I think it's news because I got it from the source. So I was told that when Allison is in the chat and then disappears for an undetermined amount of time and then returns to the chat later, that I have aroused Will so much that he cannot keep his hands off her and that they have gone off to and I told her, I'm like, now that I have this information, this is public information. You know, I'm sharing this. And she said that was okay. So if Allison just disappears at some point during the show and then pops back in half an hour later.
I see.
Oh, boy.
And now that I know that, you need to know that.
Thanks.
Okay.
So that
he is a chef. He is a chef, you know.
Oh, he's cooking all right.
He's stuffing something, yep. I mean, Allison is a nice person, you know. I mean, she's
fantastic. I had a blast with them. Yeah.
She's in Tennessee, and for me, she's a 10 that I see.
God damn it.
Oh, look at you. And on that note, you want to start us off, Juss? Spit or swallow?
Spit or swallow? Okay. I have to swallow, right? The fact that WWE is coming out and saying that they're going to scale down a lot of the stage sets. I like that idea. I mean, sometimes the stage sets, I think for Raw, SmackDown, and some of the smaller pay-per-views, not the main four, is a good idea. Lets more people get in and get available seating. Sometimes the staging can take away from what's really going on too. So I am swallowing that.
All right. I am swallowing, and this may come as a surprise. The Young Bucks segment on Dynamite. So
Okay.
I've listened to a lot of my AEW fans who were not happy that they did this and how it came off. A lot of people were hoping that they were going to catch Punk in a lie, and they didn't. Basically, as Katie has said on numerous occasions so far, basically everything that CM Punk said happened. Like I said, I've listened to Warren, who loves AEW, who was mostly anti-Punk, who even said, yeah, no, this was kind of a bad look. Even Savannah, who is the biggest Bucks fan I know, was not happy about them airing this and doing this. However, where I'm going to give them credit, where I'm going to swallow, is the fact that they used the Punk footage to then further a story and a feud with FTR. Because when you're watching wrestling, right, you have to take out the fact that things are predetermined outcomes. You can't sit when the Bucks sit down and they show footage, because I love when you mix a little bit of reality with fantasy to give it a little bit of credibility. So when the Bucks sit down and say, hey, all this bullshit happened, we couldn't focus on our match, and that's why FTR beat us, and they should have an asterisk as the best tag team in the world, even though we know that the decision was made and the outcome was predetermined. Like, you take that out, you suspend your disbelief. So the Bucks lost because they had to deal with the backstage bullshit, going out there and couldn't focus on their match with FTR. Then FTR comes out after that and cuts a fantastic promo on the Bucks about moving the fuck on. Why are we still doing this shit? Blah, 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 blah. I loved the whole thing from FTR. And FTR, promo-wise, isn't necessarily always my favorite, but this one really hit for me. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of it. Also, not that I give two shits about him, but this is good for Jack Perry. You had Mathematics wearing the scapegoat shirt. Jack Perry is going to continue to build a career off the back of CM Punk because that's the only way he could get one. It's kind of like, what was that Eminem line? I had to give you a career to destroy it. Wasn't it something like that? Yeah, something like that. So, with MGK, I believe that was it. Yeah. Right? So, like, this happened. Jack Perry found his niche. He's building his persona off of being the scapegoat in the story, and wearing the Chicago flag out in Chicago with his shit on the back of the jacket, and just like building up this persona. So, like, if it works for him and it gets him over, he comes in, he joins the Elite as a heel with Mathematics and Nickelback. Like, good for him. So, like, all around, I mean, everyone's like, what did this do? Well, this built a feud with FTR. This pushed Jack Perry, who's coming in. Like, it did things. And I'm going to give him credit for that. It wasn't a completely petty move just to be petty, right? Like, there was a purpose that they worked in. They could have literally just gone and been like, CM Punk's a liar here, and then have him not be a liar and look stupid, which is not above them. But they didn't do it. So I'm swallowing the fact that they actually worked it into the story and made it make sense for why they were showing it, even though it didn't do what they wanted it to do. But I don't care about that because we're Team Punk over here.
Over in these parts.
Facts.
I mean, that whole thing, I'm gargling specifically because I don't give a fuck about the brawl in footage. I want super kicked doors and dogs being thrown and punches being thrown all around. Brawl
men biting men.
I want bites. I want
potential
that
rabies.
footage.
Potential rabies.
Yeah, honestly, no. It's just that's what I wanted.
So I have a theory about that. Well, first off, AEW got in big trouble for even releasing that footage because, like, the fuck were you thinking? But anyway, it's illegal.
And
very illegal.
Most CCTV footage is either it's rare when it's audio and visual. 9 times out of 10, it's just visual.
But they wouldn't want the audio released anyway because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and act like CM Punk isn't an asshole at times. I'm not going to. I've heard plenty of people have bad encounters with CM Punk. I'm sure he can be. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that completely unprovoked, without Jack Perry saying anything, would just shove and then choke him out a little bit. He doesn't.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Jack said something, and they don't want us to know what Jack said. So if there was audio, we weren't getting it. Because they don't want us to know what the fuck Jack said.
No. I mean, what a way to exit the company. Choke out a bitch, go fight a Samoan named Joe, say trans rights, and tell your boss you quit. Ta-da!
Listen.
It's iconic.
The fact that the Young Bucks are like, we lost FTR because we had to deal with that shit, and Punk was in that shit and went and put on a banger with Samoa Joe after the fact.
It's like, who's really at fault here? Also, again, I said it at the time. TK was just messy for having Jack Perry back there and Punk and the Bucks all boom, boom, boom. That's messy behavior, Koki Khan. Messy.
Well, you saw Punk knocked over that whole wall of screens, right? Remember, we were told there was a wall of screens that fell over on Tony Khan, and he almost died. He feared for his life.
Yeah, Tony Khan feared for his life, guys. You didn't know that? Like, he feared for his life.
The one thing I will say, just so we can move on from the footage thing before we move on, is that, like, I'm glad that it came out, because before this, there was a lot of, mixed feelings and reviews about what even happened. But, it goes to show that Limp Bizkit's right. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. You just letting things sit. Now you leaving with a fat lip. Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm swallowing. How should I phrase this? I'm swallowing women kissing women in AEW multiple times. See, I give Tony Khan a bunch of shit.
Blame it on the alcohol.
This is for me. Mariah May is one lucky son of a bitch. I will say this. She's getting kissed by everybody, and it's a little disrespectful. I am not a part of that. I will say that. I mean, puts on a banger match with Anna Jay. Anna Jay said, nah, chokes her out. And then Mina, I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Shirakawa.
Thank you. Comes out for the save. Because, they got a little bit of history from Stardom. And then they're drinking the champagne and lip lock. And I was just like, see, this is my wrestling. I can't get this shit in WWE. I'm going to get it here.
So you want to hear something fucked up?
Oh, no.
I was having a conversation with Bakley via DM as this was happening. And I told Bakley, I was like, listen, I think I might stop watching AEW. Like, they're not giving me what I want in professional wrestling. They're not. I'm not saying that what I want is what everyone wants. I'm not saying that what I want is for everyone. If you like what AEW is doing and you're happy with it, like, please continue to watch them and support them. The wrestlers that I like there, for the most part, except for Swerve and Joe and some of the women, aren't really doing much and aren't getting the TV time that I like to see. Is Malachi Black the one challenging Edge for his title, or is it Brody King?
Brody King, I think.
Yeah. See, not getting what I want. Okay, so I was like, I might stop watching AEW. And then I saw Mina Shirakawa come out and kiss Mariah May, and I immediately DM'd Bakley, and I was like, well, because I told him, I was like, I might just switch to TNA. Like, Katie will still cover AEW if she wants to cover AEW, or whoever comes on, like, they'll talk their AEW shit. I might start watching TNA. Like, Killer Kelly's had my attention. There's been some shit over there. Maybe I'll pay that $1 a month, right? Maybe I'll do that. And then I saw Mina kiss Mariah, and I was like, well, let's not be too hasty. Maybe I can hang out for a little bit longer.
Hey, and Tony's trying to make out with her on Collision. Like, it's a time we live in, and
Tony got jealous, and I don't blame Tony for getting jealous.
Tony got very jealous. She was like,
it's a menage a trois.
Yeah,
should have been
me.
Me.
Watch Collision. Just spit or swallow.
So we're just gonna still stay with the Tony thing. I actually is swallowing that segment. You know, I know that segment
The
was very
champagne
short.
toast.
The champagne toast, you know what I'm saying, stacks out in bottles of Patron on ice. You can have whatever you like.
There you go.
So like for me, it was a small one, but it was a way to still say like, okay, we're still moving with the storyline with Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm. We're still gonna be doing stuff with the women. Like that's the thing that I feel the same way with Matt. It's like, you know, for 5 years you're thinking that AEW is gonna be this great all wrestling promotion, right? Like that's the alternative. That's the thing that they told you about. But yet we still just get this pettiness, right? And it's like it. And this was the time too to just put in, or should I say, all in, no pun intended, to go all in on the wrestling, which is exactly the opposite of what WrestleMania was. They could have done that, but nah, they're just in their catching feelings mode. But going back on the segment, this is why I still watch, is because segments like this and stuff that's going on with like Pentagon and Edge, which I'm also gonna swallow as well. But yeah, like I have the same feelings too, Matt. Like sometimes I'm just like, I just can't watch this shit.
What's going on with Pentagon and Edge?
They had a match. They just had a match. It was the Cape Cod Open.
Cope Open?
The Cape Cod Open. Yep.
Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah, it was on Dynamite. It was like
Copenhagen.
Dynamite.
Yes, Copenhagen.
So I missed. I was busy and I missed the first match on Dynamite.
That was probably the best thing on Dynamite.
Besides the women making out.
Maybe I wasn't just paying attention because I did catch the end where House of Black showed up and jumped Copeland, and then the subsequent part where they were like, Willow's like, I'm gonna team up with Edge and Brody and Julia can team up and we're gonna have a tag team match. And I was like, fuck yeah, like I'm about that. But like that's a gargle for me, right? Because Stokely, what did Stokely say?
Stokely
Willow versus Edge.
Willow versus Copeland for the TNT title. I was like, that's what I want to see.
That's what we want.
Honestly, I'm here for that too.
I thought they really were gonna do it. I was like, oh, maybe no.
But see, that's why I'm gargling, is because Brody King is not the one I want to see going for. Like, what are we doing with Malachi Black? What are we doing with Keith Lee? What are we doing with the people that left WWE that I thought was going to come over here and main event and be huge stars and be at the top of the card and was going to be treated better than they were treated over in WWE? What the fuck are we doing with these guys? Because they're not. Malachi Black is a faction that does more than he does. He's rarely ever around. At this point, I can't even deny, Katie, that Julia Hart really runs that faction because Malachi's never fucking around. Like,
tell him
she's on TV more than he is. She won a championship before he did. Like, what?
That's, well, a singles title, yeah. I was going to say not.
Singles title, yes.
Yeah, I was like, they were trios.
Nobody cares about trios belt. Anyway.
Hey. But House of Black deserved it at the time.
Who are the trios champions right now?
Isn't it the Acclaimed? Yeah, it's the Acclaimed and Daddy S, and then the Ass Boys and Swiss Cheese are the ROH trios tag people. No, they dropped the ball, those trios titles.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Trios titles just doesn't work anywhere.
No.
You know?
It like kind of worked in Ring of Honor when Ring of Honor was like good, but I was gonna say kind of.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like the McRib. Like, do you want? I mean, does it make sense? I mean, we're here for it.
Yes. No, I want the McRib.
You want the McRib? Okay.
I
fuck with the McRib. Look at me. I am McRib. I am the McRib. This is
you stupid.
This is the house that McRib
McRib all day, baby. No, you know what? Honestly, I kind of like McRib too.
I don't. Y'all have fun with the McRib.
I mean, I get it. I get the one time when it comes out, and then I'm like, all right, cool.
It's not even one. It came out like 4 times already. Like
I know, like when it first comes out, like
they're like, okay, all right, this is the last time, and then they're like, it's like, no, it's back.
Like until the next 6 months, it comes back. I'm like, all right,
yeah, it's like, fuck you guys, assholes.
All right, I'm swallowing Cody's Raw After Mania promo. We got the video package that Triple H came out and said they made this, and I was going to show it to you, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to show it to everybody. We got to watch Cody cry, even though apparently, according to some toxic fans, wrestling, you shouldn't show emotion in wrestling, or at least not if you're a woman. Go check my TikTok at Smackin It Raw. the latest post. You'll see.
That is stupid.
They're hating on our lovely ring announcer, Mrs. Ricochet. Actually,
Are you serious?
I guess technically he'd be missed anyway. For crying when announcing Cody won, because apparently wrestling is for guys, and he doesn't want emotion in his wrestling. But neither here nor there.
Serious?
We saw Cody cry, right? So Cody cries and talk about doing it for his daughter. The Rock interrupts to call Philadelphia the biggest gathering of trailer park trash he's ever seen, and asks Cody a very simple question: "Can I hold your belt?" Cody's like,
"This is awkward."
"You can hold my belt if I can hold yours, or you can hold mine if I can hold yours." We had a belt measuring contest live on Raw, and The Rock loved the way Cody's felt. He said this feels right in his hands and on his shoulder. He loved the way it felt. Cody didn't really test out the Rocks. He just kind of held it, whatever.
Looked at it, smelled it.
The Rock says, "What?"
He just looked at it, smelled it. It's not for him.
Yeah, no, he wasn't really interested. That's not the one that he wanted. He likes his own, which is fair. Brandy likes his too. When The Rock comes back, he's coming for Cody. Cody says he looks forward to it. The Rock says, "You may have just finished your story, but our story is just beginning." And Cody's like, "Well, you're the boss, but I'm the champion. And I'm their champion, which means I'm your champion." So I guess Cody's the people's champion, even though The Rock's the people's champion. Maybe that's what we're getting at. Then Rock gives Cody a gift. Tells him not to break his heart ever again. I'm assuming it was $7.
Oh, I was like, what? Never mind. I understand. The amount of
not
memes,
young bucks, $7.
I'm aware. The amount of memes I've seen about what Dwayne slipped Cody has been funny as all hell.
It was either $7 or it was the remote to his vibrating underwear.
It was the matches that set Cody's tour bus on fire.
Could have been that too. Cody did talk about it later on SmackDown in another fucking fire promo, where he quoted his wife because they're in Detroit and she's from Detroit. Who told you it was open mic night, bitch?
Bitch. I don't know why he enunciated bitch like that. Like she didn't,
because she does too.
Yeah, I was gonna say
she didn't say it like that in that one.
I think he was
just. Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
She did it more than once, and I think one time she announced. But anyway, he apologized to us for cursing. He doesn't know what got into him. Cody says The Rock gave him something very uncomfy, and he won't tell us what it is. But he didn't like it. Puts over the 6 men in the matches tonight, with the winner facing him at Backlash in France. Says if they come for the king, they best not miss. Cody has even posted up on what used to be the Bloodline's locker room. Like he just took over the locker room and shit. That's a whole other thing we're going to talk about later. And then LA Knight defeated Santos and Bobby, and AJ defeated Ray and KO. So LA Knight versus AJ will determine Cody's opponent at Backlash, correct? They're not both facing him at Backlash.
No, they're not. I think next week.
Next
on
Friday,
SmackDown.
Right? Next Friday. Yep. In Pittsburgh.
And those were also really good fucking matches. And I kind of like we had Santos in there, we had LA Knight in there. Like we're building some new stars on SmackDown in the main event. One of them actually made it. There was some good shit there. So swallowing Cody Rhodes, as we all should. We should all swallow Cody Rhodes.
Swallow his big American championship.
Nightmare.
Right. American
I never thought I'd swallow a man with a neck tattoo. All right, I didn't. 37 years, never thought that was going to happen. Here we are.
Need to open your palate. Need to open the palate.
Whoa.
That's exactly what Cody would say. Whoa.
You need to taste like a bomb pop.
No, what? No, it's not how tattoos work.
Well, it's red, white, and blue like a bomb pop.
How many licks does it take? Is the real question.
Oh my god.
I too am swallowing Cody's promo. It's just funny though. Like the thing I'm spitting is the line where Rock is like, "Don't break my heart," and then he gives the whatever charm bracelet, origami love letter that he gave, Cody. Which, like, come on, man. Like, what is we're referencing Backstreet Boys here?
It's just that whole being in
Oh
that
yeah,
arena.
explain. Tell us what
when
you were
that-
feeling at that moment.
I was just like, I have the ick. I don't want to deal with this. That shit went on
Cringe,
for like
right?
40 minutes. I was
Cringe.
like, I am tired of this. I wanted to leave at that point. I was like, I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
But it was just, The Rock wants to hold your title. How about no?
Right.
That whole thing was weird. That's why the arena dead ass chanted, "This is awkward," because
I loved it. I loved every
Yeah,
second
same.
of it.
Same.
no, I
mean,
got
this is
secondhand
awkward
embarrassment for
chant was
being
good.
in there.
No, it was fantastic. The
No.
whole, you can hold mine if I can hold yours. The number of times I
No.
wish I could have said that to. I wish I could have said that to Will, but Kate and Allison were there.
My Austin theory is that I think Rock is like sexually deprived. I mean, talking about Mama Rhodes, whipping that belt out, right? Talking about doing things metaphorically. Now he wants to hold other people's, dong, no Diddy. And like, I think Rock has real issues.
He's exploring his sexuality, and that's okay.
I don't know.
Gargle.
Jesus, can we just move on?
Every time I do a swallow, it just takes forever. Really need to
Yeah.
get better at that. Katie, spit or swallow.
God damn. I don't know where to go. Oh, I'm gonna swallow the GOAT, John Cena, coming out to help R-Truth and The Miz. R-Truth's childhood hero showing up for the save. That's my favorite thing in the whole world. R-Truth is a person. Hold on. R-Truth as a person. Everything with his character. I got to see John Cena 2 nights in a row, which
Okay.
popped me because I haven't seen him wrestle live in a minute. So, like, that was for me. And just, it was a nice little, like, all right, I'm done. I'll see y'all next year for WrestleMania kind of shit because Cena has to go back to Hollywood. So I'm swallowing that just for the sheer interaction of Truth and Cena.
The fuck took him so long to get there?
He had to find his way. I don't know. He was late or something. I don't know.
We all knew it was coming. I fell asleep and woke up to you saying you can hold mine if I can hold yours. Yeah, you fell asleep. Okay. You were gone, now you're back. And I know what that means now. Anyway.
He had to wait for the right time.
No, like we knew it was coming because R-Truth was like somebody you can't see, and like Miz tried to play it off like we're all fucking stupid, but we're not. So like we knew who it was gonna be, and he was just there. And I was like, hell yeah. And then they went into that match, and it was like a handicap match, and I'm like, where the fuck is John at? And then finally,
you gotta just, he's gotta like play it up for the make the save the last minute, mainly to give like R-Truth and Miz their shine, and then come up for the save.
Yeah, I mean, but that's usually the cue, right, of somebody coming out, not like. But I get what you're saying. John can't do no wrong. I get what you're saying.
He can't. That's my guy.
I mean, there was that whole interview where he refused to.
We're not going to talk about that.
Man, for okay.
No,
I mean,
that. We're not talking
in kayfabe, he can do no wrong. In kayfabe.
Okay.
John Cena. I got to see him 2 days in a row after not seeing him for a while wrestle. So like,
those days.
That's for me.
This for you.
Okay, so then in a way, I'll have mine as swallowing Katie's feelings about John Cena.
Okay, Justin, spit or swallow.
So I'm swallowing the Jey Uso yeet over McIntyre. That match I thought was really good. of course, CM Punk, right? But man, it like we're gonna get Jay versus Damian Priest. Shout out Boricua, right? So that's a swallow.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I kind of have everything that you guys both talked about wrapped into one. So I've got Swallow, Bisexual Undertaker, and Mommy getting their flowers.
Yes.
R-Truth showed up to celebrate with all of them, which we kind of left out. Like R-Truth is like, I brought the tag titles back to the Judgment Day by beating the Judgment Day for the tag team titles.
I love him so much.
And he's like, I know, like, we're kind of weird about who we add and who we don't add, but just like, I want to add someone. And Miz comes out. He's like, I'm not fucking doing this shit. No,
He's like,
I'm not doing it. Like, R-Truth, get the fuck over here. Finn wants a tag title match, but Truth proposes a 6-man tag with the guy that we can't see. Judgment Day lose to Awesome Truth. Cena comes out real late, but at least he comes. All that shit. R-Truth is an angel we don't deserve. I agree.
Facts.
And then Juss, you talked about CM Punk, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, and the fact that Drew McIntyre just can't get a win if CM Punk shows up. Which, after all the shit he talked, I am enjoying this so thoroughly. So thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you should have been talking shit.
We're trying to determine a number one contender for a championship, and it's beautiful because, like, Drew hates Jay because of the bloodline stuff, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And after you cost that man his championship win at WrestleMania, you cost him his shot to get his belt back, too.
Should have been talking shit.
That's the definition of fuck around and find out,
It really is. Also, in that Fatal 4-Way, like, we're not talking about Ricochet saying a quick I'm sorry to Samantha for doing a 450 through the announce table. Like, he's like, sorry. Like, I was like, I like that. Like, because I know she's probably like scared to death sitting there half the time dealing with his bullshit. So, like,
I'm sure he's 450 splashed into her before. Like,
I was just gonna say,
no. That's
a shooting star at least. A shooting star at least.
You guys are stupid.
He's small enough; he could get on the headboard and jump off it.
Well, we haven't seen the size of his belt, so we don't know. We can't exactly measure.
Yeah, we need to ask Samantha if she's held his yet, and if she likes the way it feels.
You're stupid.
Damn. Yeah. We just ruined. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Okay.
No.
All right. Let's go to NXT. I'm going to save the big stuff for later. I'm spitting the fact that Natalya is still having matches on NXT. We got Natty versus Roxanne because Lyra came out with one arm talking her shit, gets jumped by Tatum after she's like, I want my rematch. And Roxanne's like, you're not even fucking medically cleared. What the fuck you gonna do? And Tatum's like, hey, I can go in there and do it for you. And Lyra's like, you need to chill the fuck out, like it's cool. And then Tatum took her the fuck out. Because you can only cross a crazy bitch one too many times before you have to fuck around and find out.
Exactly.
Fuck around and find out might be the title of this episode.
Hey, it's a contender.
Then Lola Vice comes out, costs Natty the match, so she jumps Lola backstage, which means Natty's going to stick around even longer in NXT. And I mean, yeah, okay, I guess we don't know what the fuck we're doing with Natty, so sure, why not? But also, there's so many great women out there. Like, we don't need to give time to Natty.
Right.
Like, we really don't.
Right.
All the time for Natty is me missing what the fuck is going on with Gigi and Ariana Grace, because unless I've missed it, have we not like actually seen any progression in that for like 2 weeks? It feels like
I don't think so, right?
Not really, no.
Not with Gigi.
Yeah, not with Gigi. Like Ariana's like holding it down for this thing. Yeah, Gigi's just been like MIA.
Boo.
It's because Natalya's boobs are just like always there and just in the way.
That's one of the things that I don't have an issue with about Natalya.
But like, no, it's crazy. Like it's just like cut to pan over a little bit, boom, There's there. Roxanne was staring at him. Tegan's been staring at him. I mean, I don't blame him, but like, damn.
I mean, you're not lying. When she gave that kid the glasses, I swear she like knocked her out, like with her breast.
You're massive,
like,
bro.
Oh, okay.
Like, pop off, queen. Ridiculous.
I love me some NXT Barbie. Katie, spit or swallow?
Okay. Speaking of things coming into frame, I'm swallowing Liv just fucking throwing a chair at Rhea.
Dude.
And that's all you see. Like, I love
Dude,
Rhea like the next
seriously.
person, but that shit caught me off guard. I was cracking up. And then that one person on Twitter who always adds the Sonic rings added the Sonic rings, and that makes it 10 times better every time. But this is the feud I wanted anyways. I wanted Liv and Rhea. So like, I'm getting what I want. I'm not gonna be mad at that. And like, Rhea's got her long hair and
looking gorge. Looking
I love her.
gorge.
So yeah, so like, that was just fun.
No, that chair shot was wild too, because like
It was-
Liv
it
was
just-
like literally not that far away, and she just like chucked it.
She heated it. She heated the chair at Rhea's face. Just
Like,
just
as if
flies
she
in
was
the frame.
Sabu, as if she was Sabu, and just chucked it at her.
It was very Sabu-esque.
I mean, she is the new queen of extreme in WWE, and Francine's not happy about it. So,
Shout out Francine. Oh,
Fuck Francine.
I also saw that apparently Victoria's still out here just widows peaking motherfuckers.
Victoria Hall of Fame.
okay. She's wrestling.
I don't know if she
she's
like
wrestling
had a
matches.
Or she did like
match.
an
Still
appearance.
dropping
Or she did like an
bitches.
appearance.
It was, I don't remember what promotion it was or anything, but it was the same promotion that had Mickey and Alicia Fox in Alicia Fox's like re-debut match. It was that same promotion. I don't remember what it is, but Victoria like hit a widow's peak beautifully.
Nice.
Like, where is she? Why is she not in a Hall of Fame? I know Hall of Fame just happened, but like, can we put her in? Maybe.
Yes, Hall of Fame next year.
If she's not in the Hall of Fame next year, Paul Quebec can catch my hands.
If she's not in the Hall of Fame, we riot.
Sorry, Hall of Fame riot. Yep.
Justin, spit or swallow?
You know, okay. So everyone, you know, I love Thea. I love Chase U. Continuing this storyline of the bankruptcy because Chase decided to do a betting on Thea's match from like a while ago. It's kind of bonkers. You know, they're just finding new ways.
No, because Katie and I called that shit.
No, yeah,
like
that's that. I was just gonna
ago.
lead into. I was just gonna lead into that. I was just gonna say it's bonkers because they're still finding new ways to extend the storyline, which y'all have theorized previously. Which I think it's good. I think it's cool because like instead of just doing away with Chase, they're just extending and bringing new things to them, and I like that.
The fact that JC came out and said, you know why he lost all that money, that big bet, and why we almost lost Chase U and we had to put out that sexy calendar is because he bet on you to win and then had to throw in the towel on his own bet because you suck so bad. And I was like, yeah, hey, I'm quoting JC. I'm not saying
I know.
I was like, yes. Because me and Katie theorized that we never got what the bet was on. They just said he was a degenerate gambler, and I've been waiting. Like, we got the swimsuit calendar, which we called.
Yep.
Now we got the bet, which we called. Like, me and Katie have been on this Chase U fucking bandwagon story, just calling shit left and right. I love it. So I was excited.
Nope.
Just for that, I was excited.
Yeah, so I like it too. And it's doing more for Thea, which I like.
Yeah. It's just like JC's such a cunt sometimes. I'm just like, I can't. You really just bring
honestly,
up shit
JC can be something. I just feel like they're just kind of like waiting for her to, you know, to do it. But yeah. Let's go. Chase U for the win.
Okay. I'm gonna swallow the return of Piper Niven on SmackDown
Mhm.
with her tag team partner Chelsea Green in blue, trying to persuade Nick Aldis to draft them in the upcoming draft that was announced. For him to be like, you know what? I think I can find you guys some competition. And who is that competition, ladies and gentlemen? The apparently newly formed tag team of two of the baddest women in professional wrestling, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, a tag
Let's go.
team that personally I don't think anyone can fuck with.
Yep.
No. Come on. Have you seen them? They both have 8-packs and muscles bigger than my head and are drop dead gorgeous. They
Mhm.
can't be fucked with. Like, come on now. And the way they hype each other up after a match, like, that's, yes. Hell yeah.
And eventually it's going to lead to a breakup and then them fighting, which I want so bad anyway. But I don't know where Jade is at yet, but they're sticking her in these tag team situations. So that kind of helps her get used to the ring, the WWE style, because everyone's like, oh, they wasted Jade Cargill. She had to learn a whole new style of wrestling. WWE is different from anywhere else that you wrestle. The way that they produce their product, like, you have to learn all that shit. So she was taking time to learn that shit and get up to speed with the product, though a lot of people are gonna, oh, well, WWE sucks and whatever.
Fuck off.
I love it.
Yeah.
So she had to learn that shit. Now she's ready, and as she's continuing to learn and get comfortable, they've got her in these tag team situations with great women like Naomi and Bianca to help mentor her and get her to where they need to be. And when she's ready, we're gonna get fucking Bianca versus Jade, and I cannot wait for that clash. So, like, swallowing all of that, plus the return of Piper Niven on top of that, like,
Swallowing all day. I mean, when do you guys think the breakup will happen? You think SummerSlam? Or do you think they're going to extend it a little bit further?
Extend it as long as you can.
WrestleMania next year?
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
I can see that. It definitely will help the tag team titles, too.
The question is, though, is Jade the one to break Bianca's WrestleMania streak?
No.
Oh,
No way.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Justin's like, not violently.
No, I want that streak to keep going.
The new Undertaker.
She can't listen. She cannot go past 21. All right.
Well, and not
gonna go
like
past
the
21.
Undertaker streak that long. I'm just like thinking, like, I just want it to go at least 8.
At least
8
10.
or 10. At least 10. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if I'm still alive by the time she gets to 21 WrestleManias,
We'll also
she better not get. I won't watch her go into 22. That'll be the day I stop. I can't watch Undertaker. There are a lot of things in wrestling that are fine to break, records and all sorts of things. That is one thing I cannot watch be broken. I cannot do it.
I realistically don't think anybody will break that. Like, I feel like it's kind of just impossible.
You talking about like the Undertaker's like long streak in WrestleMania, or Bianca's?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh no,
Bianca's
there's no way.
Probably
There's
been
no way.
broken hard.
Yeah, they would have to already be doing something that we don't know
Exactly.
about, right?
Yeah. So anyway, don't worry.
If you guys break something, a bone or a condom, like whatever, healthcare is important, ladies and gentlemen. If a condom breaks, you get someone pregnant, like, you need healthcare. Like,
Hey.
listen, as someone who has watched a woman give birth to a child that is 50% theirs, it's fucking expensive. Like, all of the things up to and then the birth. Healthcare and insurance helps with that. Healthcare and insurance helps with broken bones. It helps with all sorts of things. So we have Travis here to tell you about that. But before he tells you about that, we need to tell you about patreon.com/creatiaworld, where if you have $1 that you want to give to us, you get 3 exclusive shows you can only watch on Patreon. You get Return to Wrestling with Matt and Travis, where we talk WCW 1998, and we are in the bad part of WCW 1998. You can currently go watch right fucking now the main event of Road Wild 1998, where Travis and I talk about the whole show and the lead up to it, where it is Diamond Dallas Page and Jay Leno versus Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan. And then guess what we're getting, ladies and gentlemen? The very next month, the Ultimate Warrior is in WCW.
Oh,
Yes, leading into Fall Brawl 1998. So you can hear my thoughts on that and Travis's, because Travis fucking loves Ultimate Warrior. So it's going to be a time. And if you subscribe now, when that episode drops later this month, you'll be good to go. You'll already have it. You also get Multiverse with Travis and Mara. They just did Under the Red Hood. They've got another episode dropping this month again. So you get the newest episode and you get the episode that's already available now. And you guys get everything that we've done. Like there's a whole back catalog. You can go back and start at the very first Nitro with me and Travis. Check out every DC animated film that Travis and Mara have covered for Multiverse. You also get If You Have to Ask with me and my wife, Kate, where we go on Reddit, we get Am I the Asshole posts, we read them, and then we tell these people whether we think they're an asshole or not, and give you a little insight into our personal relationships and lives and jokes and have a good time. Katie's been on.
Twice.
Mara from Creation World has been on. Bridget has been on. We're going to get more guests on. So, like, it's a good time. Come join us there. And you get those 3 shows for $1. If you guys support us more, you get stuff like this show ad-free. But since you are watching us live, we have sponsors, and Travis is here to tell you, as I said, about those sponsors, because we care about the health of our subscribers, because we need them to keep watching and subscribing and supporting us. So, like, go get checked out, get some health insurance, and stay alive so our follower count and views don't drop dramatically.
What's happening, y'all? I know we're having a lot of fun right now, but I actually want to talk to you about something very important: your health. You see, life is full of twists and turns, and that's why having the right health insurance matters. I want to make sure you have the coverage you need without breaking the bank, and that starts with speaking to me for absolutely no charge. Having health insurance isn't just about doctor visits, though. It's about living a healthier, happier life. Physical health and mental well-being go hand in hand, and that's why the plans I represent cover not just the physical, but the mental aspects of your health as well. And here's the deal. I'm very good at what I do. So not only can I find you the perfect plan, but I might even be able to get you one for free. That's right, free advice and a free plan. Your health is too important to compromise. So let's chat, find the right plan, and ensure your well-being. Just visit health.creatiaworld.com today to schedule a free consultation. The link is right here in the description. That's health.creatiaworld.com. Your health, your future.
And we're back, but Justin is not.
He's check the back room of the bodega.
Yeah,
he's back.
He's back.
He was stocking the bodega.
You know, man's got to work. Got to make his money.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
I went. So, Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm going to swallow. Yeah. I'm going to swallow the family winning the tag match on NXT.
mm-hmm.
Luca Crucifiano, whatever the fuck his last name is, whatever, that's not important, and Stacks. I am not ever going to be able to pronounce his name properly, so it's fun. I could the first time, and then I gave up. Don't look for the Sicilian flag. It's
Cannoli's up.
Luca Crucifino.
Luca Crucifino, whatever. I added more syllables.
Come on.
It's fine.
What are you talking
Crucifiano.
about?
Don't
I
get
was
fancy
close.
with it.
It's close.
Oh, Will's back.
Jesus.
Did you have good boyfriend time, Will?
But, like, I love the fact that, Don's in Boca right now taking a well-deserved vacation. So Stacks and Luca and Rizzo got to hold shit down. And, we get the tag team out of them, and I'm not mad at that. 2 Dimes was a thing at one point, and, like, he kind of fucking sucked. So now Stacks having, like, a reliable tag partner, because, like, Tony best, but, like, a solid tag partner in Luca. I like it. I want to see more. I can't wait for the Don to come back. Now with the whole faction, you got your singles, you got your tag, you got your women. Boom, boom, boom.
Tony was
Bada bing,
fantastic.
bada boom.
The problem with Tony was he had bigger and better things to move on to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was the guy, the Don, if you will. So, like, bring in the lawyer. Bold.
Santos Escobar,
Yeah.
spit or swallow.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it on the same level as NXT. I had to look up the guy's name, but Javon Evans against
Javon
Scripps.
Evans, yeah.
What an amazing athletic performance with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, crazy. I mean, he did stuff like where he got a little bit of height off the top rope. I'm like, the second rope. I was like, man, this guy's good. So whenever Wesley comes back, I think they're gonna have a good match chemistry whenever that happens. So NXT, come on, HBK's building stars over there, making it moving. It's a good time.
And he's
Javon
only 19.
Evans, 19-year-old Javon Evans is
19.
in the news, the wrestling world news, for all of the wrong reasons. So please ignore racist, homophobic,
ugly white men who look like an ugly blobby fish.
well, not just that, just ignore all
Specifically him though,
don't-
because he's the one that started all this bullshit.
I'm not gonna say ignore it. You like strike out against it. Call them out on their bullshit. Like, don't ignore them when they're doing it. However,
Fist
ignore the
fight
fact
him in
that
person.
is why. Ignore the fact that this is why he's in the news, and go watch his match and see why he's worth checking out. Because, like just said, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, yeah, don't ignore it. I mean, the hate's there, but look at the work.
Yeah, like kid's 19 and had his debut match on NXT TV against Scripps, who is
Right, a
just
seasoned
as
veteran.
equally a seasoned vet, just
I
as
wouldn't
equally
go that
as
far.
like
Listen, what,
like-
5 years? Kind of season. Kind of.
the
Yeah.
agile, athletic in that aspect.
Versatility.
Yes. He's bouncy, and I love it.
Bouncy.
That's what he says.
Who doesn't like a good bounce, right?
Exactly.
Bouncy could also just be the title of this episode.
Oh, calm down.
Fuck around, find out. I think it's still
I mean, I guess if we're sticking on NXT, we'll stick on NXT. And if we're gonna stick on Bouncy, we're gonna stick on Bouncy. I'm swallowing Jada Parker versus Brinley.
Hey, you man. That's bounce, man. That is bounce.
There was a lot of bounce, but I mean,
Dude, seriously.
outside of like the people, because again, we will thirst over female wrestlers here, but we also support the in-ring action. It's more than just, oh, she's hot. Like we're not doing that. Like the fact that we have a slew of very attractive women who are also extremely talented in the ring is fucking fantastic. Jada's out here making a name for herself. Brinley is a lot of energy, but she had a good showing. Like, I mean, for two people who are new to NXT to go out and put on a match and have a good time, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Facts. Yeah.
Well,
Same.
And Jada's stars rising. What?
I was gonna say, because an NXT North American Women's Championship gets announced, like you gotta start showing up and showing out for that.
Swallow. Who do you want to see the NXT North American title or the NXT North American Women's title on?
Kalani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan's
Okay.
a good one. Sol Roca?
Oh, Sol Ruka, my number 2 pick.
I was gonna go Fallon Henley,
Fallon
She's
Henley is
number
a
3.
good one too. I
if
think
not
this-
Gigi Dolan, because Gigi needs
Yup.
something.
Yup.
GG
Yeah.
needs stuff.
I mean, like, this is the best problem to have, right? I mean, you have a list of contenders for that title, right?
Yeah,
Which
you
is
have
a good thing.
HBK's fucking Instagram Explore page all vying for a title.
I need
So-
that Explore page.
And we have it on TV.
Speaking of which, I started watching that NXT or the WWE
the next
tryout
gen?
show.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
gen.
How is that?
It's actually fairly good, but HBK's there, and he said some shit about some of the girls that I was like,
Oh,
What do you say?
man.
What do you say?
I forget what it was specifically, but it was just something about when she's got to look like that, even if her promo skills aren't that great, that's something we can work on or something like that. Like,
Hey, he's a born again
Instagram
Christian, man.
Explore page.
He's a born again Christian, man.
Oh, he's born again, all right.
Yep. He does
Also,
CrossFit.
I've been watching.
He does CrossFit.
I've been watching his wife in her prime as a Nitro girl very recently.
Yeah, come on now. Come on
I
now.
didn't know his wife was a Nitro girl.
Yeah.
His wife was his. If you look up Nitro Girl Whisper, that is HBK's wife.
Whisper.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Is that something I have to do now?
HBK get any? I mean, that's
can.
HBK.
Hold on.
He wasn't just gonna get some regular person, you know.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes people.
Oh, I thought you knew. My bad.
Oh no, I literally had no idea.
Oh,
I had no idea.
let's
that was a thing.
let's post them. Let's watch some
he's
videos of her dancing right now.
he's-
Let's watch.
he's pulling up Whisper. Just pull up
Okay.
a picture, no videos. I don't know.
But make sure it's not the Trent Beretta segment on AEW, the whole whispering segment with them.
Listen, I love Trump Beretta.
How do I? Let's see if I can make this bigger. Well, this is on eBay. You can buy this for $10.
What?
Really?
What? Hold.
That's HBK's wife.
Shout out.
Oh, this is pretty.
Oh,
Isn't she blonde now?
I
Oh,
think
She was
yeah.
blonde at one point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
I
yeah.
just learned new facts. That's fun.
Swallowing
There
that.
you go. Oh
Swallowing
yeah.
that.
Just.
I'm pretty sure he
for the
says
swallow.
after I'm pretty sure after a night with her, he's always like,
Listen, I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
after a night with her, Whisper is the last thing that's happening. All right, like ain't nobody whispering in that house.
she says 2 words.
For 10 minutes after he finishes, it is the only 10 minutes in a day that his eyes are anyway. Just spit a swallow.
Listen, that's why he's an Iron Man.
You guys are stupid.
The Grand
part I'm
Slam
thinking.
champion. Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know we're still on NXT, but I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead and go to SmackDown. That contenders match with AJ Styles, Ray, and Kevin Owens, dude. AJ Styles doing the Styles Clash with Ray falling on Kevin, and then still have the position to roll up for a pin. Like, yo, what are we doing?
This version of AJ is a whole new fucking beast.
It's
man.
after Goku was in the chamber, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is different.
Katie doesn't know about the chamber. I've got her
I
watching too
haven't
much
had
shit.
Trying to
She
get
can't
her
get
time.
into it.
Where you at?
I
Are you
just
there
said I've got you watching too much shit. She hasn't had time yet.
It's not even that. I literally, like, when I come home from work, I'm just like, I don't want to just, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Listen.
I got wrestling to watch 5 days a
yet?
week.
I'm
What?
gonna toot my own horn here. Natalie, we're on the Frieza saga right before.
Nice. I was gonna make
Yeah.
a really disgusting joke, but now you said something so wholesome like that. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and move on.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up, man.
Save it. We could come back to it.
Will's on episode 6 of Fallout. I was trying to talk
I'm
to Kate
thinking about
watching
checking that out too.
We might start it tomorrow. We're gonna
Fallout?
start it tomorrow. Yeah.
Where are you? You know what? This is post show stuff. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Where are we?
We're on me. Because you,
Let me
you
get
did
on
the
you. Then.
KO thing.
Where do you want me to be?
Okay.
Side, back?
Justin.
So I don't really fuck with Axiom and Frazier, right? So I'm swallowing the fact that after they took the tag titles off Baron and Braun, AOP came out and fucked them up.
Dude.
Because, like, brand splits aren't a thing right now. It doesn't matter. Natty's on NXT. NXT people are on SmackDown. Raw people are on SmackDown. SmackDown people are on Raw. Everyone just goes wherever the fuck they want. So it doesn't matter anymore, right? Until they tell me that the brand split's real again. And then I'll start bitching about it. But until then, AOP smashed the fuck out of Axiom and Frazier. And I just hope that they smashed him hard enough that Axiom remembers that he's a kid and loses that stupid fucking mask and gimmick. We got mathematics, and it's over on AEW. All right, we don't need it here
Yeah.
on NXT.
Too many math gimmicks. We can't fuck with that. I was not expecting AOP to show back up in NXT. I was like, damn. Like, thinking about when they were in NXT and the good ass matches they had.
Right.
Ooh, I'm excited. But like technically, Braun is already a SmackDown superstar. You know, like he's signed a contract however fucking long ago, and now he has nothing to tie him to NXT. I saw a video of him and HBK backstage after he lost, and he was all sad. HBK kissed him on the forehead. It was very nice.
Thank you.
I
love
Is he on that Explorer page too?
He
Of
might.
course he does. Of course.
I mean,
Yes, but only because he's in the pictures with Cora Jade.
I don't know if they're still together. He might have fumbled.
No, I heard that. I think they're broken up. From what?
Yeah,
from
he
what
might
I
have. He might
heard.
have. Listen,
I don't know. Who did I hear that from? Was that you from She Elite, or was that from Young King?
it very well could have been for me. Yeah, he
Okay.
might have fumbled Cora. Also, sidebar: Tyler Bates' roster that he has had not fair. By the way,
Does it rival Pete Dunne's?
it's better than Pete Dunne's. Tyler Bates had Tony Storm, Liv Morgan, and now Sol Ruka.
Ooh, so it rivals Buddy Murphy's.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, Rhea and Alexa Bliss.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the next March Madness, guys? Maybe I'll have to do that. That's something for me.
I think that's a you
Getcho
thing.
That's a Getcho thing.
We could do a April Madness roster sweaty session. I'm down.
Hey, let me cue that up. Let me call.
He said, let me call the bodega. Let me call the bag.
Garn, what do you think's fun?
But yeah. So
sorry, I just had to,
all for AOP. The final testament, if you will, coming out and wrecking Axe even Frazier after their win. Because not a fan. Not personally doing it for me. Didn't want to see that. Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted Braun and Baron to lose. I just had to say his name so you could bark.
Okay, Vince. Oh.
But yeah, not to them. There are plenty of other tag teams down there.
When they won, my jaw went, did that just happen? I was like, no fucking way.
I mean, like,
I said this champions.
I said this on Circle of Debate. Like Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin and Axiom, and that match was basically Lucha Bros versus Ascension.
Yeah, except the Ascension back in NXT
and then Lucha Bros
won.
Fuck. Yeah, well, yes, they are doper.
Well, yes, that do.
Listen. Let AOP take the belts off them, then send the Creeds down and give me Creeds versus AOP.
Ooh.
I'm in. Take my money.
Meaty men slapping meat
balls, Brutus balls.
All over.
Oh my god.
Katie, spit or swallow.
Speaking of meat, Obafemi and Ivar. I was hoping this would come out like this. This was great. No, I don't care what you say. I want this. There's no other big men in NXT.
Ivar is doing his thing, so he's got to do something, right?
Like, we had a pretty damn good triple threat with Dijak and Briggs. Both big men, not big, meaty men, but like not
too much
big meaty men, a little bit meat. And like, there's no other big men like that in NXT left. So like, Ivar's fucking around, having fun. Him in street clothes, though, weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't want to see that ever again. I hated that.
Why I was like,
no, I hated that. That alone was weird. But that interaction, and when we get that match, because like, you might not like Ivar in any way, shape, or form.
When's Eric coming back?
When his neck fucking heals, I don't know.
So never.
Speaking
of which, we didn't talk about it in news and rumors, but Big E dropped some news about his neck, where it's still not looking good. We may never see him again, but he is outside of wrestling. He is healthy. He is happy. He is good to go.
Yeah.
He got that broke neck syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
he
is
tweeted, he
horrible.
was like, I might not ever be in a ring again, but like, I'm happy, I'm good. I'm just like, but okay.
He's
I know.
on that next gen show, like helping pick out and train the next generation of superstars.
Oh, he's the past like year, he's been like helping with like trainings and not trainings, like when they do like
I know, Will.
signings and shit in like different places when they have pay-per-views. Like he's been in a lot of those.
Yeah, and the fact that he's doing commentary like how he was doing for WrestleMania, like keeping him doing that. I mean, yeah, he won't be in the ring, but he'll still be with the
Oh
company
yeah,
doing
and
stuff,
like
right?
he came
So-
out with New Day to induct Thunderbolt Patterson at the Hall of
Right.
Fame. So like, yeah,
Good stuff.
Okay,
The
so
power of positivity.
fuck
I
yeah.
don't know why this popped into my head, and I apologize in advance. However,
To who?
when Justin said to everyone that's about to hear me say this, so when Justin said in the ring, this popped in my head. So you know how you were talking about like the dude who adds the sonic rings to everything?
Yes.
I just want to clip videos of accidental headshots and then play "You Can Ring My Bell." Ring
Come
my bell.
on. That's a good idea.
Over it.
Well, talk to Jalen.
So, that was Katie. So, just
Yes.
spit or swallow.
Well, you talk about Samoans, right, running in the ring, right? I'm going to swallow another Samoan
When
running
were we
in the
talking
ring.
about Samoans running the ring?
AOB. AOB.
Are they Samoan?
Samoans running in the ring, like I said.
Stick with it. Stick to your guns, Juss.
Tama Tonga finally showing up on SmackDown to recreate this new bloodline that Solo Sikoa is doing. Probably a more edgier mercenary-based bloodline, right?
Yeah.
Because as you saw backstage, you know, Sola is not taking no shit from Paul Heyman. And
Not just
apparently
backstage.
In the ring, right? In the ring.
Paul tried to call Roman and Solo knocked that phone out of his hand and stomped on that bitch. Like,
Right.
no. So
I am the captain now.
I've got to go through these notes for it, but
Okay,
I'm with you.
go ahead. No.
I mentioned that Cody Rhodes has his locker room, and the Bloodline stroll past it, and Solo is pissed because they don't get their locker room no more. And Paul's like, listen, wins and losses matter. And if we want our locker room back, we need to win it back. We need to get our title back, and that's from the tribal chief. Then they come out, and Paul starts going off about Roman and why he lost to Cody, how he got distracted by Seth and took his eye off the ball, just like the year before when Cody didn't prepare for Solo and he took his eye off the ball, blah, blah, blah. And as he's going on, Solo just steps up and stops him. He's like, wins and losses matter, right, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Consequences matter, and consequences need change. And he looks right at Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, what did he say fuck me for?
Exactly.
What did he say fuck me for? Solo walks over, he hugs Jimmy and tells him he loves him, and then steps back, and I'm like, he's about to hit him with that thumb. Like I thought Jimmy was getting thumbed right there. Jimmy did not get thumbed right there. Out of nowhere, straight black Air Force energy.
Come on.
In Solo clothes, black hoodie and all. Tama Tonga, who I'm glad you brought it up because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know of Tama Tonga, but I'm not going to act like I am a Tama Tonga fan before this. Like I've been watching all his shit. I'm aware of who he is. I've seen stuff of the Bullet Club stuff that I've seen. I've enjoyed his shit the most, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have been a Tama Tonga fan for years. You guys know me better than that. I didn't watch New Japan.
Gotcha.
However, he came in, he flew in, he rocked Jimmy. They stomped the shit out of Jimmy. Like I said, Paul's trying to call the tribal chief. So I was like, nah, fuck that shit. Tama goes and gets a chair, wraps it around Jimmy's head, sets him up in the corner. Solo comes up, he goes, I love you, brother. Then Hip attacks him, sends him back to the trainer's room. He's all fucked up. Also, Jimmy got thumbed before that. There's smash, like, then we get backstage, right? And Paul comes out of the trainer's room and they're looking for an update. And Tama just comes in and he goes, on orders of the tribal chief. And then Solo comes in and just looks at Paul. Paul looked like he shit himself.
Yep.
I have not been so hyped about something like outside of like Cody Rhodes winning the title because an Undertaker showing. Okay, so I haven't been so hyped about something in wrestling for at least 3 days before that happened, like 4 or 5 days before that happened. But neither here nor there because no bullshit. Undertaker showed up at WrestleMania. I stood the fuck up out of my chair, and Will and Allison got to watch me mark out in real life. But like this shit, I wish Samoa Joe was a free agent because you put Samoa Joe in this with these two. Now we're speculating a bloodline civil war. We know Jacob Fatu is signed. We don't know if he's going to side with, the other J Fatus, the Jimmy and the Jays and Roman. We don't know if Jay's going to come back because of what happened to his twin brother and like put their shit aside. He won his match. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Maybe The Rock is calling the shots for Solo. Maybe Solo's calling the shots. Maybe The Rock is going to form his own Samoan SWAT team. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I am excited. And all I need is Solo and Tama just fucking up the entire WWE roster. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, wherever. Just go in there and do whatever the fuck they want. And no one can stop them. Because
I think we're going.
No, go ahead. I'll wait.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think that's where it's headed. It's headed to being like that. I think they're gonna just remove themselves from all the type of storyline and the way their presence was with Roman into this new era.
A little teaser for Return to Wrestling. I mentioned Ultimate Warrior. That's coming up. But another thing that's going on right now in my WCW watch along, which couldn't be more apropos, the father, I believe adopted father, of Tama Tonga, Meng, Haku, if you will, over in WCW, Meng, is just on a fucking rampage. He's coming out. He's Tongan death gripping everyone. He had a match with Goldberg for the title that some shit happened in. He's taking out security. He's taking out referees. He's just fucking matches up for shits and giggles. Haku is on a fucking rampage. Meng is on a fucking rampage in WCW 1998, our watch along. And then Tama shows up the same week that I start watching that shit. Like,
crazy. No, that is his dad. That is his dad, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, adopted. I was like, I thought it actually was his dad.
I thought one of the kids was adopted and one was his actual child, but I don't know.
The family's like,
I have to look.
Crazy.
But I know that this family, the Haku family, like Tama's family, is not like part of the bloodline. They're just like close family friends.
It's
well, so are
like,
the Snookers.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
yeah, right. The same thing with the Snookers. Yeah,
like blood oath type shit.
Yeah,
there you go. Like if we do it right now, you guys want to do it right now?
Yeah, I have scissors over here.
Damn, scissors! I was just thinking about a pin.
I'm on my desk.
What kind of white person?
I have a pin.
What kind of white person am I? I have nothing to cut myself with.
Oh, terrible.
You.
Anyway, no, Juss, I'm with
no.
you. That shit was dope as fuck.
Yes.
Well, let me give my 2 cents about this.
Go for it.
I didn't get to yet.
Give $1. Give more than 2 cents.
I'll give you 5. So a lot of people like
you're rich. That's why.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not. A lot of people like were kind of talking about it on Twitter, and now like I remember and think back to it. Solo was calling shots night 2 of Mania during Roman's match.
Yup, facts.
Like Solo's been planting these seeds of him being the tribal chief, and also Solo, baby, when's the last time you won a match? Wins and losses don't matter because you're now the tribal chief and you've lost every match. When's the last time you won? When you beat Cena? How long ago was that?
Right.
I thought that was the statement that Paul Heyman was fucking making, right? Like, I thought he was like, hey, Solo, wins and losses, man. I thought it was a shot. I thought he took a shot. And if he did, it did not pay off because Paul Heyman was shitting himself later on. He's like, I should have said that shit. Fuck.
And that is why Paul Heyman is now a Hall of Famer. And he said in that speech, he ain't done. It's the acting. It's everything that Paul
The
Heyman
facial
does.
structure. Yep.
It's this is gonna be the craziest shit that happens this year. Like to start 2024, like this is the reset. Like Mania happened, this is our reset starting point. Starting with a mercenary squad being created on SmackDown and the Bloodline. I'm mad I'm not going next week.
You know what I'm excited for, Katie? I'll be at one of the SmackDowns before Money in the Bank in Chicago,
talk about this.
which is probably fairly around the time that CM Punk will be. If he's not back and ready to wrestle, he'll at least be at the show doing some shit because it's CM Punk.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be hard to tell.
Is that June? Is that June? I think.
I mean, he's already acting like he's not injured with the torn tricep. He only wore that brace to beat Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, it's off now, right?
Showing up without it all the time.
I've seen him with it on, like in some stuff, and then without it and other stuff. So it could just be one of those things where like he should wear it every so often to kind of help heal it. I don't know. I don't remember.
My
exactly
boy's made
what
of
happens,
fucking bubble gum and toothpicks, so I'm gonna need
every morning he wakes up, he breaks his arms. Every night he breaks his legs. Like it's
brushing his teeth. It's a limb.
We love you,
paper bones, glass skin.
He's gonna have more milk. Increase the phosphorus.
I've got 2 wrestling stickers on the back of my window. One is DX and one is CM Punk.
That's not shocking in any way, shape, or form. I'm surprised Taker's not on there.
I didn't find a Taker symbol at the last Comic-Con that I went to. And I've only been to one since I bought the Subaru. So
I also have a Subaru.
So it's just more fitting. It's more fitting that you have one than me. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that's not fair.
I'm gonna swallow Bayley coming out as champion after that performance on night 2 of WrestleMania. Says she wants to give a match to someone who deserves it. Tiffany Stratton comes out to accept. Bayley's like, actually, I was planning on giving the shot to Naomi, and Tiffany talks her shit. Naomi comes out. She's like, listen, I don't want anything handed to me. I want to earn it, and I'm going to do that right now by beating this bitch. Then we got Naomi versus Tiffany. Like, come on. We got Bianca and Jade in a tag. Naomi out here earning shots for #1 contenderships for Bayley's title. Like,
well, listen, Naomi, Trinity, whatever, came out and was like, listen, I'm not the one to mess with right now. I'm in a bad mood. Case in point, she just watched her husband get his ass cooked by his family 5 minutes earlier. So, like, she wasn't in a very good mood for Tiffy to start talking shit. So, like, earned. But I'm sad I'm not going because I'm missing Bayley and Naomi. But it'll be a hell of a match.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting like these. Like SmackDown was almost like a pay-per-view. You know, with the type of matches that they had. It could have been.
SmackDown was so fucking beautiful. Like, listen, SmackDown writers team, bravo fucking no.
Come on. Cook it.
No. I got through that first hour and I was like, this was only the first hour. We still got a whole second hour to go. And we're kicking off with Bayley and Naomi. Like, holy fucking shit.
Yup. Pop off. SmackDown.
Pop off. Let's go.
Pop off.
Let's do it.
Katie, I got one thing left on my list and I'm assuming you're going to give it to me. So, Katie, spit or swallow.
Oh. What do you think? I don't know. I have like a few things. So I don't know.
Okay. I got stuff I can bring up. There's one main thing on my list. That is like the most Katie thing on the list.
That's a lot of Katie things on the list. Is it Trick and Ilya? Yeah, look at me go. Oh well, yeah, that's a huge fucking swallow.
That was my swallow too, but go ahead.
This is a community swallow.
Come on, let's all go. Let's
go. Trick Williams had like the main event, the one of the best matches on Stand and Deliver with Mella. Ilija had one of the best matches with Tony D'Angelo, the Don, as Stand and Deliver. Trick comes out, you know, on his shit as he should be. He won the main event, and he's like, "I want Dragunov," and you know, like Dragunov and Trick were civil, they were homies, they were chill about it. And then Ilya's like, no, before, like the handshakes, all that. But this time, Ilya's like, no, fuck you. You don't get a match because you didn't earn it. You've lost last time we fought. So, ha ha ha. And so Trick's like, I'll do whatever. I'll fight whoever to get a shot at that. So they have a title match in 2 weeks at Spring Break-In. And then Carmelo's bitch ass comes out. What?
They have a match at Spring Break-In that they agreed upon with the stipulation being that if Trick Williams loses to Ilija Dragunov, he has to leave NXT.
So, like, HBK really said, here, take my storylines. Because, like, fucking Rockers, Jannetty, and HBK window barbershop bullshit with Trick and Mello, like, it's basically what's happening. And now Trick's putting his career on the line for a title or for a match. We get it, Sean. We know what you're doing down there. But yes, Trick puts his NXT career on the line in 2 weeks at Spring Break-In for the title. Carmelo Hayes bitch ass comes out, attacks Trick from behind again, and says, not into a microphone, just to Trick's face, that next week he's not done with Trick. No. Next week, they'll meet again in a steel cage.
It's weird hearing you say Carmelo Hayes' bitch ass.
I mean, I did meet him. He's a very sweet man, but like character-wise,
kayfabe-wise,
he's a bitch. Like, you lost your match. No, you're just mad that the person you brought in surpassed you.
Right.
It happens.
Very Vegeta energy.
Oh my god, I don't understand.
Just so you know, I found the pieces and I fixed it. Remember, I was telling you I couldn't find the pieces because she broke it, and I was trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Shout out
to Zoe for bringing your Legos.
That was my swallow too.
They were kids.
But I do want to ask you guys: was that the right call to have the whole like, if you lose, then you leave NXT?
Oh, absolutely.
Because like it's tricky. I mean,
the draft is coming up.
Well, I was going to say, you have so much to do, right? If Carmelo costs Trick again and Trick loses, we can transfer this feud onto the main roster. Like you said, the draft is coming up, which leaves Tony D'Angelo open for a heel turn and winning his NXT championship when he comes back from his sabbatical. If Trick wins, Trick gets the NXT championship, and then Ilija can get drafted up to the main roster because he is in the draft. They let us know that on Raw when he showed up for his random match on Raw that we had.
Yep.
So like there's two big possibilities here. I think Trick is going to be bigger on the main roster right now than Ilija would, but also I'd like to see Trick win the NXT. I like seeing these guys get their run with the NXT title before they move up, especially main event stars in NXT like this. So
no facts.
But I'm all about letting everybody get their titles, like Cody, because his family fucking deserved it.
And Trick got such a shit end of the stick with the NA title because Dominic Mysterio's stupid ass had to come and take that away from him. So, like, give Trick a actual title reign in NXT.
Yep.
Please.
I'm with you.
Two viable ways to go about this. This sets up a beautiful story. And honestly, I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know if Trick is going to walk away with that title or if Trick's going to get called up. We're going to be whooping that Trick on the main roster. I'm happy either way, honestly.
Yeah, because Carmelo, I think, is also technically signed
SmackDown,
to
right?
SmackDown. So, like, SmackDown said, give me everybody. Like, all of a sudden, I'm taking them all.
How WWE would this be, right? Because, like,
Okay.
well, it's the draft.
Yeah.
If we have the cage match, Trick wins the cage match, goes on, Mello screws over Trick, and then says, "Fuck you, NXT. I'm out. Mission accomplished." Trick doesn't get his title. He doesn't get my NXT title. Like, deuces. Carmelo gets drafted to whatever brand he gets drafted to. And then, like, in the next round of drafts, Trick gets drafted to the same show. Mello thinking he's free and done and clear of Trick Williams. Like,
the timing might be close. So if they do it
fairly
like that,
close.
I think, yeah, NXT will be before the first night of the draft, and then the following Monday. So what they could do is either do not draft Trick and give him like a few weeks away. People are just like, damn, Trick's gone. That's crazy. I can't believe he's like not in WWE anymore. Us knowing how WWE works, he comes back and attacks Mello on whatever brand he's in, signs a contract, boom, 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 da-da.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Just you got any more?
I mean, the only swallow I have is, well, I say I'll gargle it, right? I'm gargling the Samoa Joe Dustin Rhodes match. I thought that was really, really good. The reason why I'm kind of gargling is for the reason
because we needed a Samoan named Joe versus a Rhodes.
Yes, exactly. For the reason why the match is happening. So
it's fair.
That's why. But if you're just looking at the match, just for that reason it happened, it was good. It was really good.
All right.
That's fair. That's very fair.
What else you got for us, Katie?
Just a few little things. So Julia Hart, the leader of House of Black, had a killer promo vignette, whatever you want to call it, on Willow, on Dynamite, and just everything. Like, just letting Julia do that is so good and so cool. Because, just the way they edit everything, and it's perfect, and it's simplistic, and it gets the point across. So that happens on Dynamite. We come to Rampage, and we get Julia Hart versus Layla Hirsch, who's now back. Which, that's a win. Legit,
I
Layla
almost
Hirsch.
stuck around Rampage to watch that.
See,
however, Chris Jericho on commentary was too much. And
oh my gosh, dude. I saw that tweet. I'm like, man, that's exactly what I was thinking. Why don't I watch it?
No, Chris Jericho was the absolute worst.
Shout out.
But that match was incredible because, they're both so incredibly talented. And I'm so happy Layla's back. She got hurt so long ago, and I've been waiting for her to be cleared and on TV. So that's a win for me.
And then it was just like a random, they just kind of threw it out there on commentary. By the way, later tonight, Julia Hart's facing Layla Hirsch without any big Layla Hirsch is back.
Yeah, I was like, the disrespect to Layla Hirsch. At one point, she was in a, prominent feud and then got hurt. And then y'all said, yeah, she's back or whatever. Sure. Fucking disrespect.
Horrible. The disrespect.
The disrespect. Always.
The dropped balls. The pettiness.
You say hi to Chris.
I already did.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I said it before he said hey to me.
Oh. I heard you say Chris, but I thought we were still talking about Chris Jericho and me not being able to listen to
Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho
what else you got?
Dude.
Last thing, I don't know how to feel about Sammy and Chad Gable. Because they teamed on Raw. I was like, oh my god, Chad Gable, fuck yes, let's go. Should have been Chad Gable to defeat Gunther. I'm saying until I die. So, like, Sammy just thinks they're like homies, and I owe you one because Chad Gable is the reason Sammy beat Gunther. Let's call a spade a spade.
No,
All the
that's fair.
training
That's correct.
Gable put Sammy through. So, whatever. And next week in Montreal, Quebec, Canada,
Come on.
Sammy, Gable, IC title. Chad even tweeted last time he was in Montreal, he pinned or beat Gunther. I think that was when it was like count out or DQ or whatever. So they're going to pull some shit, and Sammy's going to somehow beat Gable because, you can't have Sammy be a transitional champion and then lose in his hometown. Whatever. I want Chad Gable to go ape shit. Break Sammy's ankle in the ankle lock. Suplex him through the ring. Beat him until he's not moving anymore. And I want Jason Jordan to be the only person to pull Chad Gable off so I get a little bit of American Alpha. That's for me. But I want just Chad Gable to finally fucking snap. Because he is underappreciated, underutilized, and should have been the one to beat Gunther.
I'm with it.
Thank you.
I love all of that.
I like that. I hope that a sort of heel turn happens for Chad. But also, I will also say like a Getcho uncomfortable move is when Chad did that final suplex barrel thing. It's like I think the dude did not get up in time to do the the belly to the back, so he had to like lift him up. In doing that, it was kind of a doggy thing, a doggy style move. I mean, like it's like you're clashing banana balls to each other, balls on balls. You know what I'm saying? Or just cream puffs are just laying all over each other just to have that happen. It's kind of an awkward feeling.
Justin, your analogies are something else.
I'd let my Jigglypuffs touch your Jigglypuffs.
Yeah, but you warned me.
I'd rub Diglets
like
with
that.
you.
That was totally not warned. I had time to prepare.
Fair.
Some people don't want their marshmallows on the stick. I'm just saying.
I mean, who doesn't like a good s'more?
I mean, I love them personally. But yeah, come on now. Let's be honest. Biscuits on sausage should be told when you're going to slap it on the plate.
I don't know. Like, you just give me the biscuits and the sausage. Don't even tell me it's coming.
Okay. Gravy, too, will not be told either.
If I hang around for breakfast the next morning, you want to deliver me biscuits and sausage, I'm all for it. Anyway.
Listen, that's why it's called the morning glory.
Mm-hmm. Katie, you got anything else?
No, I'm done with it.
Okay. What was your favorite show you watched this week?
Me?
Yes.
I mean,
damn.
What if I was like Raw because I was there? No, that show fucking sucked. SmackDown.
No.
You want a second, Juss?
Yeah, it's tough. You know what? SmackDown. I gotta go SmackDown. Overall, I gotta go SmackDown. Raw was good, though.
Unanimous. SmackDown best show of the week as per the Smackin It Raw and Getcho Podcast. I talked a little bit with Chris because he said that the WWE product's just not for him. He did not enjoy the shows over WrestleMania weekend. He enjoyed the experiences that he had, but he did not enjoy WrestleMania. It wasn't what he's looking for in wrestling. WWE's not giving it to him. And I told him, like, if that's your deal, I respect that. Like, there's so much wrestling out there. Everyone's got something for them. Not everything's for everybody. Me personally, WWE's giving me everything I fucking want and more. And SmackDown was fucking proof of that. SmackDown was fucking amazing. I loved every second of it. I love WrestleMania weekend as well. The only thing I didn't get was Tony D'Angelo winning the title. But, there's still a future. There's still time down the road. We can still see it. So I'm not going to give up hope on my boy Tony D. But yeah, no, SmackDown, best show of the week. Justin, please tell all of our lovely listeners where they can find you.
Well, if you like what I said and some of my jokes, you can find me in the Getcho Podcast on Twitter, Getcho Podcast on Instagram. I had an episode with Circle Debate. We did a watch long for WrestleMania Night 2. I made an appearance there. Marks and Mikes is out now about their Dom and JT's Philly story. It's pretty good, so you gotta check that out. Getcho will be having an episode this week. So yeah, stay tuned.
JT got arrested, didn't he?
Yeah, he did get arrested, but everything was all good though.
Well, no, we know.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
If you want to know why he got arrested, you need to go check out.
You need to go check it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, tell everyone about all of the lovely things that you do.
Yeah, I do a lot of things. But you can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, Linktree about to get all things She-Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She-Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She-Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish. It's usually like 6:30, but like Savannah's always late, so like it's her fault. She admits that, so I can say it too. I wanted to get this stupid Wrestlemania vlog edited and everything, but after I transferred all of the videos I took from a zip drive to my computer, the editing program that I use didn't want to accept any of them, so now I have to do it all on my phone. So that'll be done sometime in the next few days because I'm just pissed off about it now. So that'll be up, and that's everything from SmackDown Hall of Fame to end of Monday Night Raw while I was in Philly. Getting off tomorrow is my show, but Matt's going to talk about that more after. Yeah, there's some stuff. There's some things. I have a busy week next week. Like, my sister's getting married, so, like, I'm not trying to do, like, a whole lot of content and shit. I gotta focus on that, because I'm, the maid of honor. So. Hey.
Most importantly, Creation World is the banner under which the Smackin It Raw podcast exists. You guys can find everything Creation World at creationworld.com. All of our links are there. The Patreon that we talked about earlier, merch, everything, audio, video, all there. So click that link, go to creationworld.com, check it out. If you want to follow them on socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creation World, ITSCREATIA World. Like I said, if you go on Twitter, we have that giveaway for the D&D campaign case. So go do that. Again, follow us, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and retweet the post with a screenshot of your subscription, and tell us the name of your favorite mythical creature. You will get entered to win. We are doing the drawing on Friday, and if you tag 3 people, you get an extra entry into the drawing. So go do those things. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridder, MATTRIDDER, for all of your wrestling content, at Getting Off for all of your horror content, and everywhere else on socials, whether it is TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, or TikTok, at Smackin It Raw. What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Did I say TikTok twice?
Yep.
Instagram,
Threads.
TikTok, Threads. That's the one I don't use, but you can still go there and follow me at Smackin It Raw. Katie mentioned it. Getting Off tomorrow, same time, same place, right here, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. Juss will be joining us. She said it's her show, but technically it's all 3 of our shows because we are 3/4 of the core 4, and we will be breaking down the latest news and rumors in the horror genre, as well as doing a spit or swallow review of the movie Night of the Demons from 1988 that I made Katie watch in a new thing we call Matt Makes Katie Watch. So come check that out and see how she felt about it. For Miss Katie Kinsey Bay and your boy Juss, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ridder, and this has been your #1 wrestling podcast on places where you can find people having sex on the internet.
The TV though.
And we're back.
Yo, yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
You got flies in the bodega or like?
No. Not yet. When it gets warmer, there might be. No, I did not know that it was 11 o'clock already. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, it flew by. It's almost 12.
It flew by, yeah. And I felt like we got a lot of stuff out. So
We did. I was just looking because I told Katie that the latest episode of Getting Off, which was our trivia that Katie won.
Oh, no. That's me. I won.
Trivia. That Katie won. The live feed has got 161 views on YouTube already. Like it's still climbing. We're getting more views on the YouTube than we are just the episode itself for the live. And Travis hasn't posted the audio yet. So like, Travis, if you see this, post the audio for that episode before you post the audio for the episode we're going to record tomorrow. Please.
Por favor.
I really need to learn how to do this shit. Yeah, no, it's doing good. It's doing numbers. I'm happy.
Good.
I'm surprised that our Pornhub awards didn't do better. Normally those blow the fuck up because when we did the XBiz awards and let me scroll back, like insane numbers for porn awards normally on here. Where is it? Oh, AVN Awards has 7,000 views.
That's fucking insane.
that's great.
It is.
Oh, show.
And the XBiz Awards has 882 views.
There you go.
That's greatness.
So. And that's just me and Travis talking about porn.
No. No way.
Who would have thought? Like,
No, not me. Not you two.
I didn't tell you guys this, but you guys can go to pornhub.com/model/creationworld, and there you can watch me, or not me, The Rack and Katie and guests break down porn parodies in a hilarious way and watch Katie suffer through multiple scenes of DP and Ron Jeremy.
And the one that had neither doesn't get to be seen.
It might. I'm still working on that.
It's just not fair.
It's not fair. It's not.
The only one I was like happy doing.
So, okay, you ready for the wedding?
Yes and no.
No, because the speech, you gotta give a speech.
Yeah, so like I have to finish writing my speech. I've most of it done. So that'll be like kind of because I'm just like typing it on my phone in my notes app. So like I'm kind of just like periodically like adding to it. Nothing too crazy.
You think you're going 2 minutes? Or
that's the thing. I don't know. I haven't like filmed myself or anything saying it. Plus, I know like I might just like off rip of something I say, like, oh, like a story of something that happened. Like, yeah. So like I gotta count for that. Yeah, it's just like I can't believe it's like already here. It's like holy shit.
Exactly. I think you were talking about for at least a good year and a half.
Yeah, because they got engaged last New Year's Day. So like coming into like 2023 is when they got engaged. So it's like shit's whack that we're like already here.
And it's I know that when I gave when I gave Daryl's speech, I made it sure I was like short as possible, but still like with some good, So I think I think 2 minutes is long enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's like long, but like that's long enough because some people go, man, they tell like the whole.
Oh, they be telling novellas, like,
dude.
It's like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
But I like I said, I have like most of it done. I'm not sure if I want to add any more. I got to just like think of an end. Because I think I'm trying to remember, like, because like I have a picture of the like timeline of how everything's supposed to go. I think after like we all come back in for the reception, I believe the best man is giving his speech first, and then me. But we're the only two giving speeches.
Yeah, there's nobody else.
No, but like my sister like offered the other two bridesmaids. She was like, if any of you like want to give a speech, you can. They were like, no, like they don't do public speaking. I was like,
Okay.
I do.
Right.
Well, it would be different for that.
Are we
because
getting Are we getting Katie Cena? Are we doing any rhyming in this speech?
no,
Which would be dope, by the way. Which would be
it would, but I don't think I'd be able to like figure it out off the top of my head.
So I thought about this because you were asking us like what wrestling theme song you should come into the reception as, and you said you weren't going to do Cena because your cousin did Cena before, and
Yeah, which I'm still mad about.
did he do My Time Is Now Cena? That Cena?
Ooh.
I believe so, yeah.
Because there's always like basic thugonomics. You could come into
Right.
anything
You
off
can
Cena's
yeah,
album.
come
like,
on. That's
come into
classic.
Bad Man with bumpy knuckles.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
classic.
god.
I'm a bad man. Or like, yeah, no, like
That'd be
there's plenty of
so-
stuff.
Fucking big.
Is that you guys are picking theme songs to come out to? Or songs?
Songs, yeah. So we like all the girls are picking what, so like I get to pick what me and the best man come out to, and all the bridesmaids are picking what like them and the person they're going down with are coming out to, because it's fair. Like we get to pick. Fuck you guys. So I haven't given an answer yet, but
I
need to give it to my
Word
mom
Life,
like soon.
This is basic thugonomics.
too. Word Life.
This is basic thugonomics. Word life.
Or Candy Shop. You want to do Candy Shop?
No. No. The only other thing that like popped in my head that wasn't wrestling related was Without Me with Eminem by Eminem. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody like I was like I could, but I don't know. I need to decide like tomorrow.
Oh, okay, damn.
Well, yeah, the wedding's
Yeah.
on fucking
Basic
Saturday.
thugonomics is for the win.
I don't know. I'll run it by my mom and see what she thinks.
Oh, maybe.
What?
Stone Cold?
Maybe. I'm just like so pissed that he took Cena. I was like, that's
Can
disrespectful.
you start a fire?
No.
Alba Fire.
Well, I was because like the Brood.
Alba Fire.
Ooh,
You just like
I
light
see what you're
the
doing there.
venue doors on fire, and you guys come through to the Brood music,
No.
wearing white puffy
No.
shirts and carrying chalices and glasses.
No.
Oh,
Puffy shirts. I'm gonna have my dress on. What do you mean?
Yeah, make it
What
a
about
button
Al
up
Snow?
puffy shirt, and then you can take it off.
No.
What does everybody want?
yeah.
No. You guys are stupid.
They're gonna be like, whoa, what?
Yeah,
Oh, you should come
no
in the
thanks.
sexual chocolate.
Oh, good one.
No.
Good one.
No.
Or Val
You get the
Venus, Val
doofer.
Venus, Val Venus.
No.
Hello. Yeah, no fuck
Lady.
Venus.
Yeah.
You do the twofer, and you come into fucking 3-6 Mafia.
Dude,
For Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
Somebody's gonna get their ass
Get
kicked.
their ass whipped.
No.
Someone's gonna get their-
You're gonna get that
Beat
win
him up.
straight.
Pick
Kid
it up.
there. No.
Watch. They're like, oh, that's Mark Henry.
There are kids at WWE
No.
shows too.
It's different.
And then for me, you got to wear a salmon jacket when you come into Mark Henry's.
I
team.
don't have a salmon jacket.
Well, you've got time to find a salmon jacket.
Come on.
Not much.
But you
I
got
not
time.
have a lot of time. Like,
Wait, so
Monday,
is he
I
using
have to get my
Cena's
nails
like
done.
the current one?
That's what my cousin used for his brother's weddings, like my other cousin's wedding, like 2 years ago.
Okay, so yeah. So basic thugonomics is available.
I don't remember what we walked into the reception to because Kate picked the song. I just got to pick that we came in with championship belts and had the DJ announce us as the new world tag team
Champions. Or
married champions of the world, something like that. I also did a speech, even though I was not the best man. I was one of the groomsmen for my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like the best
No, I know. Anyone can
man
do a
or the maid
speech,
of
right?
honor.
I killed it. I wish
Yeah.
I could find that video. I had it somewhere.
Yeah, part of me was like, oh, like I can make this like super dope speech, but like I already know I'm gonna be a hysterical mess anyways because like I'm watching my sister get married, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just make my speech sappy, whatever.
Oh, it's always gonna as much as you try not to, it's always gonna go that route. Especially if you have a personal connection. I mean, it's your sister, but
Yeah.
like but there are some sisters that don't like each other. But like, even if you have a personal connection with somebody, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When you think about everything that's been going on in their life, like it just literally just comes to you in a jolt of light. That's what happened to me when I gave my speech for Daryl. Like I didn't think I was gonna start crying, and I had to put the mic down. That's how crazy it was.
I know I'm gonna have the mic and my phone and somehow a drink in my hand, just like all the things. But even when like we went to the venue for the first time and stuff, my sister's like, "You can't look at me because I'll start crying." I was like, "Bitch, what do you mean? I'm gonna be crying the whole time."
Just them walking to the aisle and playing the music.
That's what happened when I was a bridesmaid in my friend's wedding back in like October or November. I wasn't the maid of honor, but I was like right behind the maid of honor, and we all were just standing there shivering because it was outside and we were cold, and watching my friend get walked down by her dad. We all looked at her fiance at the time, now husband, and he was crying, and then all the bridesmaids started sobbing.
Yeah,
because we saw him crying. Like I kept turning around, and all of our faces were just like, our eyes were red, and we were just tears on our face. I was like, this is ridiculous. Weddings just, I always cry at weddings because I love love.
They're a good time.
Be drinking that whole day. I'm very excited. Mimosas in the morning.
That's basically what it is. Open bar. You know what I'm saying? Open bar, meeting people.
I'm good.
But yeah, guys, I do have to go because I have to use the bathroom, but it's not going to be the type where I have to come back. But this is dope
idea.
But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is great. Thank you guys. Thank you, Matt, for having me come on.
Absolutely. We'll see you tomorrow, bro. You know we love you and we love having you on.
Of course. And the love is mutual. So, but yeah. I'll see y'all later, homies.
Bye.
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 And then there were two. What are you doing?
So, I was trying to see if I could find the speech for my sister's wedding. And I don't think I can. Because like I'm looking through stuff that I've been tagged in. Because I was tagged by somebody who recorded it. And my sister got married after I did. And I'm at stuff from my wedding and shit. So like, and then Jess's wedding, which was before ours. And I don't see the video here of my sister, because here's me and Kate at my sister's wedding. My sister's wedding, a picture of us. But yeah, I'm not seeing any video. That's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
I still had that. But I was also a messenger. Oh, hi. I don't know if you're still watching, Chris, but hi, because he messaged me 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago when he was in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was add a little bit more in my speech, but that'll be a later issue. Gotta go get my nails done on Monday.
So you're getting your nails done on Monday. The wedding is on Saturday. Rehearsal dinner's on Friday. And where is the wedding at?
It's like, so from here, it's like 45 minutes an hour, But I'm staying with my friend who is also coming to the wedding. She's only like 2 exits away from like the exit of the venue. So like a 10-minute drive.
I feel like we talked about this, but what's your +1 situation?
It's a mutual friend of me and the girl house I'm
The
staying at.
same mutual friend?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know that story.
Yes, you do. But I mean, it'll be fun, and that way, Lizzie, my friend, she'll have him and my best friend Mason to like talk to, because like she like knows my family, but like doesn't know my family. So like while I'm like doing pictures and stuff after the ceremony, she'll have like some people to like talk to. So that makes me happy. But yeah, I'm very excited.
I know how
And
you
nervous.
feel now.
Why? What?
Well, like, you know how we've done shows and you've had people come and hit on you in the chat.
Oh, is Chris hitting on you?
I'm not going to call him out on a live and say he's hitting on me. I'm not going to say that. We got Ivan coming in talking about how I'm the sexiest man ever. We had, remember Taekwon showed up for that Final Fantasy thing, got all jealous because I told him about Chris.
I do remember that, yeah.
Meanwhile, my wife is just thanking God that it's men that are hitting on me and not women, because she's not worried about that.
Oh, it's I've only seen men hit on you.
However, I did mention this whole thing to her, and she's like, do they know that you're married and straight? And I'm like, I'm fairly certain they know I'm married and straight.
Straight.
Katie is our bi representative.
That's me.
But I listen, I don't mind being flirted with. I don't mind being hit on. I don't.
You're comfortable
I'm very
with yourself.
Like,
yeah,
absolutely. I've got no issues with that. It actually boosts my ego a little bit to know that there are men out there that find me attractive. I wish there was many women out there that call me as pretty as men do. I know Kate doesn't, but I do.
Like even like before I came out and stuff, like getting a compliment from a girl, it's just like it just like boosts. You're just like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like you're the prettiest thing in the world. Like just women complimenting women, my favorite thing in the world. Like me and Haley do it all the time.
My favorite thing in wrestling right now.
It's just how does one get into that storyline for scientific purposes and research, of course.
I guess it was a thing in Stardom. I don't know. Like I said, that's out of my purview. So,
but even before Mina came into the picture, like Mariah and Tony kissed, and I was just like, I'm not mad at this. I'm just, where did this come from? It just seemed very spur of the moment, but probably planting seeds for all of this. And we get Mina versus Tony, Mariah in a shark cage match in fucking AEW.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Mariah on a forklift?
And
all the stipulations of someone being suspended above a ring in some way, shape, or form.
Mariah May sliding down a pole match.
No. That's why I didn't say pole.
Oh, it might be late for you, Chris, but it's not late for me. He's like, you're streaming late. I'm like, honestly, this is early for us. Like we'd kind of just be ending the episode, or no, we'd be halfway through the episode right now.
Yeah, we'd be only halfway through. I'm so happy we do it at 11 now.
It worked out. Like, like I said, I thought about it, right? Like, so Zoe goes down for bed at about 7:30, and then me and Kate go out and smoke, and then around 8:15, 8:30, we come back in, we watch a show or two, and then depending on how long the show is, like after that, she's back out, like prepping herself for bed, sitting out in the hut, reading, doing whatever the fuck she's doing. And I had like an hour every time, like before the show, hour and a half, where I was like, I got nothing fucking going on. Why am I just waiting? Because the only reason we did 11 was because that's when I got off work on Fridays.
Yeah.
And then we just kept the same time slot, but there was really no reason to. So yeah, no, this works out fantastic.
I'm not complaining.
I told you I got Bakley and Mo next week. Well, maybe I haven't got a confirmation on Mo yet. Bakley for sure.
Yes.
Because Bakley's in my DMs more than anybody. He's constantly sending me New Japan stuff and just bullshitting with me about stuff. I got all the pictures early from him and his son at Mania Weekend and shit. And I told him, I was like, by the way, while I got you here, I'm down 2 co-hosts in 2 weeks. If you want to swing through, it's been a while since my IQ has been caged. And he's like, do you need any more? I'm like, if you want to bring Mo, we can do the first episode of Smackin It Raw / those wrestling bros, like the wrestling bros. Let's do it.
True.
So Mo went out of his way to make me on 2K24. I feel like I kind of want to get 2K24 just to download all the versions of me people have made, because I am honored that Vince, let alone anyone else, went out of their way to make a Matt Ritter on a fucking wrestling game. Like, that's cool as fuck. All right.
Yeah.
Like, fuck views and subscriptions and all that shit. Like, people wanting to put me in their 2K game. That makes me feel good. That's special.
That's an honor.
And Vince killed it.
Oh yeah, no, those were
he made me
insane.
Sexy.
He was like, "Oh, I didn't get the face," and I was like, "I feel like the face was fine." Like,
you listen, when your face is, you can't get it right. All right, you just can't.
I mean, even if you're just like trying to make like other wrestlers who aren't in WWE, like I feel like you still like 9 times out of 10 can get the face like 100% right. Like you can get close, but
they have this technology for the 2K games where you can like scan your face, and then I have never had luck with that. It always comes out bad.
I've never done that for good reason. I make a version of myself, and that's what I play as most of the time.
So, but you got enough news and rumors for tomorrow? I mean, now that we got 3 people, I think we're good for sure.
Oh, yeah. So like, but 2 trailers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 news related things, and then Night of the Demons.
All right.
I just added 2 things the other day because I was like, oh, okay.
What trailers do you have for tomorrow?
What did you watch on Creatia?
That's why I'm asking. What trailers do you have for tomorrow?
Speak No Evil and Maxine.
Speak No Evil we watched.
Speak No Evil looks crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Justin probably hasn't seen it, so.
Probably not. And I told them, I'm like, by the way, you guys don't have to get horror stuff for me just because you know I'll enjoy it, because me and Katie are doing a once-a-month wrestling show, and she's probably going to I'm pretty sure that's going to be on her shit.
It was the first thing I had on the list, but it's fine. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to, like, talk about anything or how I want to do it yet, but I, like, also only, like, briefly saw the Maxine trailer. I didn't even, like, fully watch it, so.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, thank God it finally fucking came out. We've been waiting for this fucking trailer to come out. Like, the movie's been done for so long. But I think we'll be good. And then I'll start collecting things for next month.
Yeah.
Because all of this is fairly recent. It happened in the last, 2 weeks. So. You watching a video?
No, Chris is asking me questions.
Oh.
I don't know why he's not in the chat asking, because then I could just answer, because he said he's watching. So, Chris, you could just... None of the stuff you're asking me am I not okay telling people on the internet. I mean, I basically talk about every time I have sex with my wife without talking about having sex with my wife, because I'm not allowed to specifically say it all the time. As a matter of fact, I tried a little something today, and she goes, no. And I'm like, why? And she goes, because you're going to talk about it on the podcast tonight. I'm like, you told me I'm not allowed to talk about it on the podcast. She goes, you'll allude to it. I also told her how every time I do it, you shame me and say you're going to tell on me. So
good. Because I will. It's like, stop.
I'm not supposed to be happy?
You can be happy. You just gotta tell the world why you're happy.
I feel like when you're happy, you need to tell the world why you're happy.
Not all the time.
Is this going back to that conversation we had about when we first met, how you weren't out of the closet because you weren't ready to tell the world why you were happy yet?
No. That also feels like so long ago. 4 years ago?
We were all very proud of you. Was it 4 years? Holy fuck, I've been doing this way too long. I'm too fucking old.
Because I'm going on 4 years of podcasting. Or no, this is my 4th year.
I'm like 3 years younger than Wrestlemania.
Congratulations!
And it happens every year around my birthday.
But that's a fun, birthday celebration.
It is. It's cool. I get to do that every year. Something that I love, something that I enjoy. I get to celebrate around my birthday. And like I said, this was cool because I've known John's older brother as long as I've known John. So since I was 3, and never once has wrestling been a thing where we've really interconnected on. We weren't hanging out when he was watching wrestling because he was older and too cool for us. And then when we got older and we all started hanging out, he wasn't watching wrestling. So him to come in and watch wrestling for the first time in a long time and enjoy it and kind of be into it. And then his wife, who I've known for years, also asking questions and being interested in getting into it and had never really watched anything wrestling prior to on my birthday. That was really cool to share something that I love with people that I love.
No, yeah.
And to get to meet Will and Allison for the first time, and John and Caroline, and burn a Matt Riddle effigy and cause him to lose
being
his
able
title.
to breathe in Tennessee.
That was cool. Actually, I've been good today, surprisingly.
Good.
Since we got back, I have been fucked. I woke up today and it's like all the pollen just disappeared.
Maybe it did.
I hope it's gone tomorrow too, because I think we're taking Zoe out to a park tomorrow for a kinder care. You should know about this. You run kinder care. There's a play date tomorrow.
I don't know.
At a park here. I assumed you scheduled it.
Yes, because I run all of those. Yeah. The fuck? I'm in a different state. No. Even if I did, it wouldn't be for Chicago.
I just figured you took a special interest in my child. That's all. And you're like, I'm going to schedule some cool shit
I
for Zoe.
love your child. She's the cutest thing in the world. She's so
I asked
funny.
her today, I'm like, who are your favorite wrestlers? And she goes, Io Sky and Bianca Belair. And I'm like, good kid. And then because we were watching the Next Gen show, she was like, I'm going to climb up here. These are the ropes. And she got on the back of the couch and I'm holding her. And she made me make her do a moonsault like Io Sky. and I showed her clips of Io Sky doing the moonsault, but like I have to, like she can't backflip, and I don't want her to. So like, luckily she's still not too heavy, and I can just like take her and just be like,
Have you guys thought about putting her in gymnastics?
I have thought about putting her in gymnastics. I've also thought about putting her in self-defense courses because she's a woman and she needs to learn how to defend herself because America sucks.
I have taken a self-defense class. I took it up in college.
Like I want her to learn all this. Like I'm gonna get her one of them NIL deals. All right, like she's gonna be on Next Gen. I'm gonna train her in her promos. I'll be like, listen, Daddy did podcast. Daddy can do a promo, baby. Like I got you. Like we're gonna do this shit.
You got to teach her how to say bitch because every female promo has bitch in it in some way, shape, or form at least once.
She's gonna be on TV crying. My daddy I grew up watching wrestling. My daddy loved it. And he passed away a couple years ago. I knew I had to blah 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 because I'm not gonna make it.
You never know.
So
we just like
no, it's gonna be good shit.
Cryo freeze you.
You could
thaw you back out later.
Listen, if you guys do anything with me, if it is possible, stick my head in a jar and let me keep doing podcasts. Like, let me be a talking head on a
fucking
podcast.
Futurama.
Yeah, 100. Hell yeah. It's just my head in a jar on a shelf with a mic in front of it.
Okay, I mean I think it's a conversation you have with your wife, but she'll be the one that has to like pick you up, put you back on the shelf, that kind of thing.
I always said, like, when I die, I want everyone to be at the ceremony with a closed casket, mourning, and then I want the lights to go out, and I want ominous music to start playing, and I just want my dead body to repel into the room.
God. You're a monster.
Like Sting from the rafters.
Jesus
but not like
Christ.
not like Sting from the rafters, like like the Sting from the rafters when it was a Sting dummy and he fell through the fucking mat. Because I'll be dead.
I've seen that clip.
Drop me. Just
No.
Lights come on and I drop.
No.
And I get a good laugh.
You're dead. You can't get a good laugh.
It's that, or I want to be cremated, and then I want to be mixed in with the rest of my wife's weed until she smoked me all, and so I can spend the rest of my life a part of her.
That one's not as terrible as the first option.
I don't think she'd go for it. Honestly, I don't.
No, she'll tell you, like, yeah, of course.
Right now.
Like,
her
yeah,
and John.
Course, man,
I want
do that for you.
her, John, and Will, if Will's still alive, to get together and then just mix Matt in like an ounce and get high off me. Like
dream blunt rotation.
I got Kate going out and mailing out little baggies of me to all my friends that smoke weed with a little note saying, Matt wanted you to smoke him.
Sorry, I don't smoke, so I will not be partaking in that.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen in 2067.
I guarantee I'm not smoking weed.
I'd be 80 at that point, so
that's insane.
I'm making that long.
You will. You will.
I don't know. Civil War might come. I might not make it past that. Civil War 2.0.
Yeah. No, you got this. You do it.
But all right, I want to. I just shut that mic off because I'm not used to having a fucking boom. Nobody even, like, Katie knew because she's joined me for Rebirth, but like nobody even talked about or said, "Oh, hey Matt, cool boom mic you got there." Like, yeah.
People probably don't even notice.
Rude.
I'm just saying.
Everything I got going on. I still got to figure out where I'm gonna hang. I'm gonna take a flight. But anyway, there's 6 people still watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I wish you were in the chat. Let me know who you were and who was still here. But we're going to call it a night, I think. And I'm going to go talk to my wife about, making sure everyone I know that smokes weed gets high on me after I die before she goes to bed. So, like, that'll be a fun conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for watching us. Again, come check us out tomorrow for Getting Off, news, rumors, and Matt makes Katie watch movies. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Or we gotta think of like an official title for that. Like Matt makes Katie watch movies. Shit, Matt made Katie watch something.
Well, we can brainstorm. This is only the first one. We got them.
Yeah. Speaking of which, as soon as I end the stream, you gotta tell me what you wrote down for titles so I can pick a title. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.